like a little rundown on the situation in terms of time and food and whatnot by using this landing page. So you're on day 78 of your adventure, and the ideal outcome would be that you guys stop this death curse before day 90, which leaves you 12 days, because Sindra Sylvain, the former harper and powerful wizard who's been afflicted by the death curse, her power is waning, she's slowly deteriorating. She's promised a rare magic item to every adventurer who successfully stops the death curse. So there is some motivation to try and get there before day 90. If not, well, as far as you guys know, anyone whoever dies cannot return from the dead, even after the death curse is stopped, presumably. You're not sure about that. That would just be a worst case scenario. You've got plenty of food. You know, you've got about over a month's worth of food left. Given the fact that you've got this large dinosaur and a few people in heavy armor, you do actually need quite a lot of water every day, 34 gallons. Other than that though, the party sentiment is that of joy. Musharib and Hua, I mean, they're just absolutely joyous because you guys help them reclaim their ancestral homes. Last session we had a death as well. For Bryn, he was tackled into lava by a fire newt and held in there until he was incinerated. But you guys now have Torin, who has joined you. So you guys had finished reclaiming Harakma by clearing out the last fire newts, and you even had Musharib forge you guys a fine set of armor and gift you some adamantine bars for the trouble. With that, Musharib and Hugh both turned to you all and asked if you would like them to join you guys on the rest of your adventure, which you guys said, of course, you'll happily have them along. So, you guys continued back into the thick of the jungle, where you spent several days navigating the undead territory and this thick jungle terrain all around you. Hugh was leading and he got you guys a little bit lost. He sent you on a little bit of a roundabout journey, but eventually you managed to arrive at the wreck of the Star Goddess. Today's weather, I mean, it's a drought here in Schult. Any pools of water that may usually occur here from heavy rain do not exist. They've all dried up. All of the trees in the area as well are looking a bit drab. You can actually see many dead plants, and that's also enhanced by the fact that you're in undead territory. So the few pools of water that do remain here, they are stagnant, and they're basically just a mixture of poisonous gases created by this almost like a swamp of bones festering in the jungle. But you guys have had Nim to create you water every day, so no one's dehydrated. Anyway, you've just been trekking through the jungle. It's fairly early in the morning, and you've set out for another day of adventuring. I think Musharib is guiding you guys at the moment, and he says that you should be quite close to this shipwreck. Should be around here somewhere. And all of a sudden, you come across it. A wooden vessel caught high in the tree branches. It's broken into 3 chunks. So you guys are down here, and so we're missing Orion at the moment, and Yazo. Let's just move them off to the side. Okay, so this is a top-down version of the map as always, so you're seeing the perspective from above. So yeah, this is the ship over here, or at least it resembles a sailing ship, but there are differences that mark it clearly as not a seagoing vessel. The stern is the lowest piece. It's hanging precariously by its rigging, about 50 feet above the ground. Oh, I've messed these dimensions up. There we go. So this is the stern here. It's about 50 feet above the ground. The middle section, it appears to be higher, about 15 feet higher, so it's 65 feet above the ground. And then the bow section, it's firmly wedged into a nest of branches, another 10 feet above that. There's also about 8 ghouls surrounding the bottom of the thickest tree branch in the area. And you can see bits of rigging, sails, all strewn about this tree. It's been completely ripped open. The hull of the ship is impaled on numerous tree branches. These ghouls are desperately trying to claw up mindlessly at the tree trunk. They're more just kind of waving their arms around, and they're not actually making an active effort to climb. But they seem to be lingering here, and a few of them have started to turn their attention towards you guys. You can't see on top of the ship because obviously, you know, it's a good 60-70 feet above you. But the ghouls, they seem to be hanging around here for some reason, and they love the taste of flesh. Many of them are now glaring at you with their glowing blue eyes, and you notice from the closest ghouls that they have a blue triangle painted onto their foreheads, and some of them start chuckling. Fresh meat. What do you guys do?
Do we really need to get to the ship?
Well, I mean, I get the feeling they're not going to let us escape without a fight.
A weak voice
We could try.
calls out when you guys start talking. Calls out from atop the ship. Hello, on the ground. Can you help us? Please.
Okay, now we have a reason.
Yeah.
Well,
The ghouls are up in the tree or on the ground?
Ghouls are on the ground. They're surrounding the largest tree trunk, kind of clawing at it, but not really making a conscious effort to climb up. As you guys are discussing this, Hugh's just charged in. Ah! He doesn't need to think about helping people. He just runs in recklessly. I'm gonna roll initiative. Alright. Nim. You're up first.
Alright. Well, Nim is not going to try to deal with these guys, and he's going to wild shape into a baboon so he can climb.
Alrighty.
That speed.
Transform immediately into a baboon.
And then this one would be the closest tree, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah. That's the closest one. The trees are several hundred feet high.
Mm-hmm.
You only need to get up to about 60 feet, 65 feet to be on the same level as the midsection of the ship. You can see the elevation of that.
There, all the 5, 30, 10. So I'll get 40 feet there with using dash, and then I will use the last 20 of my movement up the tree.
Okay.
Right there in the...
Alright, you run over and just leap onto the tree trunk and start climbing up 20 feet.
So I'll be 20 foot up, and then that...
Roll initiative, Orion. If you're here. If you're ready to go. I'll explain what's happening on your turn.
You got it.
These ghouls are just chuckling. Dwarf. I've heard they're quite tough. And starts running forward, and they have these long claws and just like these massive gangly limbs, extremely long claws, and just swipes at Hugh. And Hugh just shoulder barges the ghoul to the side. Good initiative roll, Ryan. You literally just missed the your turn.
Perfect.
I roll 2.
Up. If you're here, then yeah. Then you need to roll initiative. Okay. A ghoul. It starts running for Hugh. Doesn't seem to be interested in a baboon. Runs at Hugh. Leaps through the air, and this massive claw just swipes at him. Its claws are like 4 inches long. This massive handful of nails. Whoosh! Miss. Alright, now so you'll be on initiative count 11. Alright, as you guys are moving to whatever you're going to do, Yazo and Orion do run up from nearby. They were both just relieving themselves together for some reason.
That's what we do.
They were touching themselves.
Alright, another ghoul rushes Hugh. Hugh's just screaming the whole while. Ah! A ghoul swipes a claw at him, and Hugh's just shoulder barging him, kicking them, knocking him back, elbowing them. Musharib just shakes his head. Oh, he is so reckless, that Hugh, and I like it. Well, here we go. And Musharib is going to cast Hunter's Mark on the closest ghoul. He doesn't scream out like Hugh or anything. He just kind of runs in quietly, hurling his hand axe at the closest ghoul as he runs in. He throws it, it hits the ghoul. It slices into the ghoul's flesh, and then Mushu runs up and just he pulls his hand axe back. The ghoul's looking injured. Garrett.
I take my shield, say a small prayer, and cast Shield of Fate.
Did you want to control your Ankylosaurus or just let it act independently?
Act independently.
Okay.
I'm jumping down from him
Okay. I'll keep him in that.
after short prayer.
As
And then
glowing shield starts to orbit you.
what?
A glowing shield
Yeah,
from your
so-
shield
yeah,
of
yeah.
fate.
If I run here, can I hit the closest one or?
I don't think you have enough movement speed. To get off a mount costs you half your movement speed. So it'd be 15
Okay.
to get off.
So I'll be there.
Yeah.
And then I hit the closest one with firebolt and miss.
Yeah. Whizzes straight by the ghoul, splashes on a nearby tree.
It's my turn.
Another ghoul screams forward. Two dwarfs. Plenty of meat to go around. And the ghoul slashes a claw at Musharib. Miss. Another ghoul runs forward. This one runs by the main group and just takes a dash action, charges up to Torrin. Meanwhile, Hugh is recklessly attacking this guy. He slashes the battle axe through the ghoul's flesh. The ghoul jumps back a little bit and bleeds this deep purple colored blood. Meanwhile, another ghoul runs up to the side of him and it actually leaps towards Garrick. Claws first. Miss. Bounces off your armor. Torrent.
So I'm thinking these ghouls are undead, right?
Yeah.
So I'll
When you
move over.
when you look at them, they don't look decayed or anything like a zombie. Their flesh is actually really sleek, but they've got no hair. They've got blue glowing eyes, and they do have this undead stench about them. You can see they have a crazed, starved look in their eye. Just wearing a few rags here and there.
Are ghouls associated with vampires, or is it different?
No, they're actually associated with demons and elves. But yeah, these ghouls, they have a blue triangle painted on their foreheads.
Okay, so they're like math. That's good. I will move to Hugh, and I will cast Protection from Evil.
Alright, when you run by this ghoul, it's gonna claw at you.
Alright.
It misses.
Good.
Alright, you take a vial of holy water. You've got some holy water, right?
I guess I would have as a paladin. I'm not sure.
Did you buy holy water? It costs one vial to cast protection from evil and good.
Okay, I don't think I especially looked for buying those sort of things when I started this character.
Okay, well, alright. Presume that you did buy 3 vials as part of your starting equipment.
Right.
So you'll use a whole vial to cast that spell once.
Right.
Alright, you take the cork of the holy water and you just tip it all over Hugh and say a prayer. Some somatic components. It's also it's material components as well. So you're holding out your holy symbol and blessing him basically. And he has a protective aura that surrounds him.
Okay, I think that's my turn. I think I have much else to do right now. Okay. Oh, wait. What's that? Wrong one.
Yazo.
It's time for a real dwarf.
But Hugh's already in there, buddy.
Yeah, Hugh's right
So I'm
here.
going to dash. And I'll hold aloft the Millhouse enhancement.
Hit. Right, you rush forward and just impale the ghoul straight through its torso. Green fire sprays outwards, leaps onto this ghoul, burns it for 6 damage. Both of those ghouls are looking very badly injured.
It's like, see, Millhouse?
What?
Millhouse.
Yeah, Hugh's doing great, buddy. I know. Alright, I'm gonna move there. I will cast Branding Smite, and I will hit him. Belief is half the battle, fellas.
And you really believe that. Alright. Bob glows with radiant energy. It's literally just a wing-shaped blade of golden glowing energy. You sweep that battle axe straight towards the ghoul and you slice him straight in two, separating his upper torso from his lower torso, and the pieces just fall onto the ground and burn.
And I will go secure my next kill.
You run over and you use that blue triangle on the ghoul's head as a target. You split the battle axe straight through the center of its skull. Dead.
The battle axe is getting to you.
Bob is putting in work. Alright, and that one.
Alright, you command your ally, your Sonic, whatever he is. I don't even know how to describe him. To rush forward and attack. He spins over and just slams into the ghoul, and the ghoul explodes. Chunks of ghoul fly everywhere.
What would Stan see when he saw Sonic?
If he's Sonic, does that mean that you're Tails, Millhouse?
Well, I'm the creator of him. I'm
Dr.
Long,
Robotnik.
not
Must be
Longclaw. That's right. Nah, Longclaw, right?
But he's the metal one, isn't he?
The Metal Sonic is Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, the middle.
I think.
Oh yeah, Dr. Robotnik. Yep, I'll take that.
Okay.
Just haven't lost your hair yet.
Look, have you seen this mustache?
This is like Dr. Robotnik's backstory. This is his story of becoming. All right, the ghoul jumps at you, Millhouse, and they're just crazed and hungry. They want to try and take a bite out of you, but it's a miss. And he just scratches against your armor. All right, Stan is I mean, he's a bit of a lover, not a fighter,
He's the man.
but it sees these hungry ghouls, and it sees Garrick engage with one of them, and it just kind of walks over towards Garrick, and if it happens to destroy a ghoul with its tail, then so be it. It just kind of flicks its tail out to the side, and that ghoul, you just guys hear a sickly crunch, and the ghoul just goes flying. And then Stan just starts like licking you, Garrick, and its tongue is about your size.
Good work, Stan. Good work.
His tongue is like sand.
Now let's get the rest.
He's like, you're not sure if he's licking you or tasting you, but actually you are, because he's not an omnivore. I think he only eats plants. Yeah, it's only plant eating, so you don't have to worry about it eating you in your sleep, Garrick. Alright, this ghoul is going to try and claw at Hugh. It has to make a wisdom save. You can see some invisible force holding it back, but it just breaks through that and it tries to claw Hugh. And it hits him. Slashes him for 6 points of damage. And
I could have blocked that.
ghouls have a reputation for paralyzing people and then eating them alive, but ghoul doesn't seem to be affected by the paralyzing claw. Alright, Nim.
Right. I'm gonna climb up another 30 feet.
Alright, when you're 50 feet above the ground, you can, did you want to like maneuver around the tree as well? Stay in that location.
I'd move one square up to like this section, just so I can see all, well, at least the two outside ones currently, because I know that tree is in the way of that middle.
Yeah, you can see the midships and the stern. Alright, you take a look, and these sections of the ship are surprisingly still intact, you know, for what it is. There's tree branches just impaling through the ship. All the cargo and whatnot is spilled out onto the ground below, and there are a large number of people up here. You see 6 people, and they're dressed in funny clothing. You don't really recognize their fashion styles. They look very unique, and they're all like laying on the ground. They look badly dehydrated. There are 5 human males and 1 human female, and the human female looks up at you and says, "Please, can you help us?" And they all seem injured, and they just kind of sprawled out on the deck here, a few supplies scattered around. As far as you can tell, there's no one on the bow.
Alright. Am I able to get to this middle tree, like with the two branches that cross? Am I close enough height that I could get to that one without like jumping?
If you want to move across this tree, you need to follow the branches. If you want to jump,
Am I able to do that with my dash though? The
Yeah.
last 30 I have.
you've got 30 feet left, so you can move 30 feet.
Up and over. I just wasn't sure how high the branches were, but I'm pretty much wanting to get here on this.
These branches are all at the 65 feet mark. So you will need to go up another 15 feet to get up onto the level of this. And then you've
So we'll
got
do
another
the
3 squares.
We'll do the dash, and then we'll get to here.
Okay.
And that distance.
Alright, you climb up, jump onto a tree branch, start running along another one. Orion.
So
So
we're in a tree?
You've arrived at the wreck of the Star Goddess, this airship, and ghouls are surrounding the largest tree trunk, and people have been crying out for help atop the ship.
Great. Is there like a restriction on movement? Can I just move up this branch and up here?
These branches are 65 feet in the air. You're on the ground.
I see. Oh, gotcha. So these
Yeah,
branches are
I got-
above us.
Yeah, so we're looking like through the jungle.
Yeah, you're on the ground. The bow's 75 feet above the ground. Stern's 50 feet above the ground. Mid-section of ship 65 feet above the ground.
So I can just move up here and hit this ghoul because it's on the ground.
Yeah, this is
Great.
This is looking down from about 100 feet above you guys. Up down.
I think we
this way.
flew over here when I was Victor.
Awesome. I'll pull up my new maul and I'll recklessly attack that ghoul.
You're still getting used to it, and you're a little bit off balance. Swing and a miss. That hits. It just clips the ghoul. It jumps back, but you kind of hit it in the arm, and you hear a loud crack. The ghoul's slightly injured.
I don't like this thing very much. And then I'll move the rest of my movement. 30, 35.
This ghoul is going to try and attack you. Actually, I was thinking with protection from undead, it's actually disadvantage. It's not a wisdom save. I was thinking sanctuary. So it has disadvantage to attack you with protection from undead.
Right.
And Hugh's reckless, so it's a regular attack. It hits Hugh. Claws into him. And Hugh doesn't seem to be bothered by the paralyzing effect of the ghoul at all. Another ghoul attacks him. He starts to get a bit surrounded. Miss. Musharib is going to transfer his hunter's mark to the ghoul adjacent to him, and he just comes in with his hand axe and hits the ghoul for 12 damage. The ghoul's almost dead. Garrick.
I move forward, and as I move forward, my blades start flaming green, and I hit it with a
Hit.
try to hit it.
This guy?
Yeah.
That hits. Alright, you slice into it. Green flame leaps from the ghoul that you hit onto the one next to you. And it really, it's a big flame. It really erupts, consuming the ghoul. Smell of burning undead flesh permeates the air, and the ghoul sinks to the ground dead.
Stinky.
I move around the ghoul and that's what I.
Hugh keeps on screaming and keeps attacking recklessly. You'll attack the ghoul next to him to his right. Ah! But he completely misses. The ghoul ducks quickly and swiftly underneath the axe swing. Torrin.
Right. We'll take out my sword and start attacking. Which ghoul can I reach? Yeah, that one over there. So, right there. And just use my sacred weapon.
Hit. You impale the ghoul. You just stick the longsword straight through its chest. It crumples to the ground dead.
And then I think I'll end my turn there.
Yazo.
Okay, I think they got this. So I'm gonna shoot a mage hand up as far as I can towards this dude.
Alright. You can't see him up there. He's 65 feet above you.
Oh, I know where Nim's. Okay, I'll shoot over though with a mage
Yeah,
hand.
you don't see what, you don't know what Nim's seeing. When you look
Oh,
up,
okay,
you
cool.
just see, the broken midsection of the ship. You don't, I mean, you hear a voice up there, but that's about it. You could still,
I throw a dart at that.
whatever you're trying to
missed
do with
him
the
anyway.
mage hand. I'm not sure what you're trying to actually do though.
I was trying to just get my mage hand up there and have a little feel around, but I jump on the dinosaur instead.
You can't actually feel with mage hand, so if you're trying to feel something, it doesn't actually relay feelings to.
I play around.
Okay. Alright, still don't understand what you're trying to do. So are you taking an action?
I did. I missed.
Oh yeah. Okay. Millhouse.
This one.
And Millhouse is just like a wrecking ball. He just comes through and splitting ghouls apart. Ghoul limbs go flying through the air. He turns to you and says, it still only counts as one.
Yeah, just like the other three I killed.
That hits. You slice into the ghoul's arm. 6 damage is a small injury to the ghoul.
And still defend us, Meru Sonoku.
He's evolved. He comes in and just slams straight into the ghoul. The force energy starts ripping chunks out of its flesh. Alright, Stan is just getting ready to swing that tail around, and it's just going to back up a little bit. It sees, the ghoul fighting you guys and just tries to steer clear, and that's about it. This ghoul chuckles and says to you all, "Razni will have us rise again." And it's going to claw at Orion. It hits you for 6 slashing damage, and you need to make a con save. You can feel this, your muscles start to seize up, but you resist.
Must have been close.
Nim,
Ooh boy.
the people
Buddy.
are calling out to you. Good monkey, please tell your masters to help us.
Is the midsection of the boat the same height I'm at, or do I need to go a little bit higher for that one? As
Yeah.
I crawl around the tree as well.
You're on the same height now, 65 feet. All these branches are 65 feet.
30.
In the center.
I'm going to use dash to get all the way up on the rest of the boat, right? So I know I'm on the boat.
That would be 30 feet. Each square
Oh,
is
that's
only
30 feet?
5. So yeah, you are... Yeah. Wherever you are.
I will drop wild shape.
30 feet. Alright, they look a little bit surprised to see you transform into a gnome.
And the one... A wounds on him. We'll just give him 11 points of healing.
Let me fix up your token quickly.
Not a problem. Do what you gotta do.
Alright, well, when you take a look at them, Nim, they're not actually really, terribly injured.
Mm-hmm.
And the cure wounds, it seems to kind of alleviate his symptoms. He's, a bit of a glow surrounds him. And he says,
thank you for the healing. But have some water. Please. Water.
Oh, they're gonna have to wait for that. And end of turn.
You're so kind.
they say. They have a strange accent as well. You can't, you're not really from anywhere in Faerun, so you got no idea, but they look strange. Orion.
Catch.
I'll heft my hammer and still try to make this work, and I'll attack it recklessly 2 times.
Alright, you swing that maul around and just contact the ghoul straight into the skull. Just smash his head open. And he's done for.
I do it again because I feel bad that I missed.
He's just completely pulverized. The ghouls are dead. Hugh joins in as well. And keeps on hacking the dead ghoul apart.
It's getting like that Australian movie, Bad Taste.
Haven't seen that one.
Yeah, but that's Peter Jackson's first movie.
I'll yell up, "Hey Nim, everything okay?" He's dead, guys.
Oh dear.
I
sigh and start climbing up the tree.
He's dead.
Somebody has some more rope? I just have 50 feet. I think it's higher than that.
Judging by this tree, you don't think you need rope to climb it. There's plenty of handholds and footholds. I mean, if you've got a decent strength score, you're looking at this tree and you're not thinking like it's going to be difficult to climb.
So we don't need to climb this tree. Nim's doing a good job. We should just sit down here.
Alright.
I'll climb it.
So yeah, as you guys can see, different elevations. I'll just remove the dynamic lighting from the middle of the tree now too. 65 feet, 75 feet, 50 feet. Alright, to climb the tree, you can make an athletics check.
I have a climbing speed, so my climbing claws will pop out, and I'll just kind of dig into the tree and climb up.
You climb up with ease. It's just like walking along the ground for you. The tree's, got plenty of handholds and footholds. There's lots of, it's a massive tree, very old tree. There's lots of jagged bits of bark that you can cling onto. Alright, Torrin, you climb up easily. Not a problem at all, just straight up the tree to wherever you want to go. If you want to stand on these branches, you will need to balance, but you can safely stay on, the deck of the ship. It's relatively flat. So I don't know where you wanted to be, Torrin, but put yourself wherever you wanted to climb up.
Yeah, I'll just go to the deck.
Alright. Everyone else staying down?
I will like give some water to these people because they seem really dehydrated.
Sure. Before we do get onto that, I just want to make sure no one else is climbing up. Doesn't look
I don't
like
know, Millhouse,
anyone
are you
else.
going up?
I don't know. Millhouse isn't made for climbing,
If
and
you-
after all the carrying he just did, he's feeling pretty tapped out at the moment.
I mean, I could use the mage hand, but I can't do that, so...
I have rope, and I can rope if you.
Look, with all
No,
the
it's
effort
alright.
you-
We'll
with,
never
with-
slow you down.
with all the effort you're putting into it, I'm sure one day Mage Hand will be used in a combat situation.
It's a special mage hand.
Mooshirb climbs
I'll
up
just
as well.
check. I'll just check on the ground what the cargo was.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check, Garrick, while they're, everyone else is climbing up or just hanging out. Mooshirib's going to climb up. Hugh's going to stay down here with you guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll take you about a few minutes to just kind of look around, Garrick, and see what's down here. Alright, you're taking a look around and you're just seeing kind of like some innocuous objects, some smashed crates, some clothing at first glance. You can't really surmise exactly what cargo they were carrying, but it's taken you a few minutes to do that. Meanwhile, Orion, Nim, Torin, and Mooshirib, they're up on the broken mid-decks. So, yeah, those of you that are from Faerun won't really recognize the the clothing styles of these people and their accent. So, Torin, what do you do? Who do you give order to?
Well, I'll start with the nearest person, so that one, and then move over to that one, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll ask who their leader is, of course. They have to have a leader. Who's the captain?
Nah points to this woman.
Oh, you're so kind. The captain is Asalandra, Bravewing. Oh, we had water for a few days, but then the drought happened. We need food, please. Oh, we can't move. We thought we were dead.
How long have you been in this ship, in this tree?
Oh, I am not sure. You might have to ask the captain. It's all blur. Days turn to nights. I can't think properly. We have been hallucinating.
Just because we... Go ahead.
Thassalandra says,
I am not sure how long. I'm guessing a week, maybe more. We have used buckets to catch rainwater, but it has stopped raining. We can't stand. We thought
Well,
we
that's
were
a
dead.
way. Gonna rainwater. Bah!
alright, they do have a couple
Turn
of
up the
buckets
rain.
set up around the area. And,
I'll let it
alright, you just create, enough water to fill all the buckets. They've got about 4 buckets set up, and they all get filled up. And Thassalandra thanks you.
You're too kind.
I get some rations out of my explorer's pack and I give some to them. Why didn't you climb down?
Who are you speaking to?
The captain.
We were waiting to hopefully find someone like you, adventurers, to come and save us. We We lost our guards. Their bodies were flung from the ship when the gondola broke apart. Those monsters down there, they took the bodies and they came back waiting for us to climb down. We are without weapons. We cannot fight them. If you had not come along, we would be dead. There were other flying monsters. They looked scary. Large beaks, large wings. They ripped into the gas bag. A flock of them. They slashed through the airbag and we hit the jungle. Oh, it hurts to speak. I apologize.
Just because we've been burned so many times, can I insight check these people?
Sure.
They're totally not dying, guys. I'm gonna prove it.
Have you been burned so many times?
There was the only one that I can think of is the in Amambala when that hag killed a blood eater friend.
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, there's a few times.
And don't forget the Naga as well.
Okay. Yeah, and then there was also the draconic sorcerer.
Sure.
Okay,
that was a big one.
alright. You've been scarred for life. You don't trust. You'll never trust anyone again. Okay, so Oriana, I mean, it doesn't look like they've staged this. You look around, they're all basically dying of starvation. And the conversation is interrupted. Alright, we're gonna roll initiative. And the mood quickly changes because you guys hear some screeching from the trees to the east, and just running along this broken sail or airbag are these grillons, 4-armed apes with white fur, and they're just, I mean, they're not super quick. They're just kind of jumping lazily from tree branch to tree branch with their 4 arms, except their fur is eaten through, their flesh pockmarked, and they have an undead stench to them. 3 of them just come cruising along. They're all 75 feet in the air over here.
Well, there goes the draining our resources from these guys.
And Grillon zombies is what they are.
That is
Oh,
the
lovely.
coolest picture I've ever seen.
You can see the flesh is eaten away to the bone and muscle, blood.
I don't think he's
matting
weight
them.
we supported on 1 foot.
I think you said that about every picture you see.
I get excited easily, man. It's okay.
And yeah, they just come cruising along, like from the jungle canopy, straight towards everyone. And these people are like so starving, you know, they can't even stand up, let alone move. All you can do is, you know, they're all prone. All you can do is dodge, is what Na can do. Musharib steps forward, and he's going to use his action to grapple Na and push him back, interpose himself. Stay back, he said. Thassalandra, she looks up and says, "Oh no, no, it was so close." This Grillon zombie, he moves from tree branch to tree branch, completely unimpeded by any difficult terrain or anything like that. He just kind of leaps from this branch to here. He leaps from this branch onto the mid deck, and then he just swipes a claw at this guy. Cracks. That's a hit. It's got 4 arms, so that's 4 claws. It's prone, so that's a hit. And it basically just swipes the guy with a claw, and it actually just like swipes him straight off the edge. He's ripped apart. He's flung 65 feet off the side of the ship, dead. The Grillon zombie then uses its bonus action to move again. And it just runs into the capstan and just jumps on the capstan of the ship and continues its flurry, going for the tastiest, easiest looking targets. It's going to attack Nar. He screams, "Ah! Ah! It's eating me alive!" Like picks him up and just sinks its fangs into him. And he's dead. It just like rips him apart, devours him, blood all over its mouth. Yazo.
How's the rescue mission going, guys?
You might want to get up here.
You can't get up there. I'm with the wolf rogue.
If only there was a mage hand up there.
I don't see the mage hand would have got in the way. I'd have pointed to get out of the way. Right. Can I see giant zombie gorilla?
You won't be able to see this one. You'll be able to see this one.
Yeah, that one's. So, when I see giant zombie gorilla get about here on a shooting with a short bow.
Which one? Sorry.
This one, anyone that gets here.
Okay. Alright, when you see one get to the midship, she'll shoot. You ready to attack? Garrick.
Well, I will start climbing.
Alright. To climb up, it'll cost you 130 feet of movement. Alright, you will need to stow your weapon. You need one hand to climb. Alright, you start climbing up. 10 is enough. And I'm gonna guess you're gonna take the dash action.
No, can I see this one?
Alright, yeah. Alright, so you climb up 15 feet.
Yeah,
And
then
yeah, you've got a line of sight on that guy.
I cast a firebolt on that one.
Alright, do you have a shield in your hand? Oh, you've got Warcaster, right?
I'm Warcaster. Yeah.
Okay, alright. You hold out your shield hand and just shoot a firebolt from it. That hits. It just glances the Grillon zombie. A little line of scorch.
Snake eyes. That's it for me.
Orion.
I'll start yelling really loudly and rage and go, "All right, you overgrown pieces of undead filth!" And I'll wave my big warhammer, and I'll grow my jaws during my rage, and I'll try to take a bite of the undead gorilla recklessly.
And that's a crit. You just jump on it and sink your fangs into its neck and rip out a massive chunk of flesh. And I think that just, it makes them even more terrified. these crew members. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? We are hallucinating again.
And then I'll swing with my maul.
The Grillon zombie knocks you back. You plant your feet firmly on the deck of the ship. You just kind of hear a sludgy sound from its undead flesh as the maul hits into its side. Hugh is going to look up and just say, "Good luck up there. I'll watch down here."
Get up there, Hugh. They need you.
Yeah, but what if more of them come from the ground? Then ghouls may raise up.
Meet me where house got the ground. Bill Welch is here.
And he doesn't really listen to your orders, Yazo. He just stays here and he'll be readying to attack, but he's not really going to get involved with those Grillons up there. Alright, another Grillon zombie. It runs forward along the tree branch, and it's going to use its bonus action to move again. And it just runs up here and starts attacking Musharib with a flurry of 4 claw attacks.
Does that count as me shooting it?
Yeah, you can. You got an angle at it. When it gets there, you can use your reaction. That's a hit. You'll get sneak attack as well. Musharib was next to it. You put an arrow into it, like the arrow pierces. It goes in one side of the zombie and goes out the other side. The zombie doesn't even flinch. And it rips into Musharib. It attacks him again. It's a miss. Third claw attack hits Musharib. Musharib's looking bloody. A fourth claw misses, and then it tries to bite. And Musharib's holding up his arm. He gets bit on the arm, and he's wrestling with this massive thing. And these things are about 12 feet tall. And it actually just like eats Musharib. Like it bites a chunk out of his arm, like trying to eat him alive. Alright, Stan is just he's like kind of oblivious as to what's happening, and just goes over here and starts chewing on some vegetation. Another Grillon zombie. It moves forward, and there's not much to them. They're just kind of going via the most direct route. It's going to bonus action move again, and it comes up to Orion and Musharib, and it's going to attack Musharib. Start trying to rip him apart. It's a miss. That's a hit. This is all happening so quickly as well. You know, within a flash of a second, these Grillon zombie are upon everyone. It's like a nightmare. And that hits Musharib, and Musharib's just getting devoured. It rips into Musharib again, and it just picked Musharib up and just dangles the lifeless body of Musharib up in the air and just buries its face into his torso. Just rips out his entrails and just throws this desiccated Musharib carcass onto the ground. Musharib's gone. And then it turns its attention to Orion there.
Oh, he's navigating.
Who just screams. Ah! You can see Musharib's entrails dangling down from the hull of the ship like Christmas decorations.
Now Hugh has to leave.
Hugh just screamed. Ah! Torrin.
So, I will take my normal longsword and attack the zombie over here.
It's a mess.
But I have 2 attacks, so I'll do it again.
That hits. This thing is a giant Hulk, no armor, pretty slow as compared to its size and limbs.
Can I do a Divine Smite?
Sure.
See how that works exactly. The 2d8 extra damage.
Yep, it'll be
Not
3d8
sure.
as well because it's undead.
Ah, right.
And yeah, that
So
would be like
I'll
a
just-
first level spell slot. If you did it on a second level spell slot, it would be an extra d8.
No,
So-
just first one.
Alright, you Divine Smite, 21 damage, a Radiant Blade cuts through the zombie, and you just slice it across its torso, and undead entrails fall out everywhere. It's looking very badly injured.
Okay, I think I don't think I have much bonus action things to do, so I'll just end my turn here.
Nim.
Alrighty. I'm just going to look at this bottom zombie. I'm gonna be like, no, you're gonna go party downstairs, and I'm going to throw a gust of wind at him, trying to push him off the boat.
Alright, you cast
Hopefully
gust
down
of
to the
wind.
ground.
It's like a funnel that emanates from you. And when he starts his turn there, it'll make a strength save. Or be pushed. And it's going to go straight off the edge if it's pushed. And I think, is it 60 feet long or up to 60? Alright, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide. I've got a template for it. I'll put it down for you. But yeah, that wind is just hitting the Grillon zombie. It's trying to forcefully move forward through it, and we'll see what happens when it starts its turn. It's longer than that too. I have a template, I just don't have it here for some reason. It's like that. Alright, this guy is just looking up at the Grillon zombie and he just says, I'm not a religious man, but I think I might take it up. Please, God save me. Millhouse.
Lucky for this man, Millhouse is up next. So, Millhouse will shoot a firebolt at that. As he does, he will yell out, I was the one that killed Harambe.
Alright, that zombie's got half cover. Alright, the cover doesn't help it any. The firebolt slams into one of its arms and catches its arms on fire. Bits of dripping, burning flesh fall down onto the ground.
Hopefully insulting the gorilla's national hero will cause some of them to come for me.
Too soon, Millhouse. Too soon. Alright, yeah, these crew members, all they're doing is dodging. They can't move, they can't stand up, nothing. Multiple levels of exhaustion. Alright, this Gorillon, he's sick of you, Torrin. He's just gonna try and grab you. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. He's just trying to grab you and throw you off the edge. It's your weakness, Torrin, your worst enemy. A grapple. Are you there? Torrin?
If he doesn't roll, he can't be grappled.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah, it's a grapple. The Gorillon zombie's trying to grab you and throw you off the edge. Alright, this massive skeletal fist like grabs onto you, and you just grab its fingers and just pry them open. And then it just screeches. And its foul undead breath just wafts over you, and that's all it does. It's its action.
Yeah, that's
Yarzo.
fine.
Alright, so I'm going to step past the funnel of wind, but I know you, Seb. And then I'm going to shoot this one.
That's 65 feet above you.
I know, but I'm still going to go step past it. I'll shoot this one.
Alright, that has 3/4 cover. You're seeing a leg
I
or
can do it.
something. Maybe it's leg.
Oh!
And you just hit the side of the ship.
Wait, I'm going to move first.
Okay. Garrick.
I'll continue climbing. How far am from this branch?
You're 35 feet below it. When you climb up, you're now 30 feet above the ground.
Do you see anything?
Yeah, you
shoot that?
can see this guy. It'll be 3/4 cover. They seem pretty easy to hit, really. I mean, they're very big. They don't wear armor or anything. Soft flesh.
Well, try again and miss.
Miss. And it just whizzes up into the jungle canopy and disappears.
That's me.
Orion.
I'll recklessly try to bite this zombie here.
Hit, and you just like kind of bite into an arm and just break through bone.
And I'll follow up with my maul.
And it's a crit. You just swing that maul at the Grillon zombie and just hunk it into the side, and you hear a loud crack. It's all broken into pieces, and it just kind of launches it off to the side, and its lifeless undead body just gets caught up in the rigging.
I kind of look at my maul. I kind of look at it and I go, I'm getting used to this thing. And I'll turn to the other two and I'll yell at them.
This Grillon zombie's going to make a strength save.
Oh,
and it kind of pushes through the wind, and it doesn't like what's going on here, so rah, rah, rah. Oh no, we haven't even been introduced yet. Ah! The Grillon zombie takes a dash action, runs up towards a couple more crew members over here. This zombie is just going to raise all 4 arms up in the air, and then it's just going to bring all 4 arms down on you, Orion. Miss. Miss. That hits. For 3 slashing damage. And a miss. Alright, beats all 4 arms onto the ground like that, and you're being very hard to eat, Orion. Ah! It just kind of climbs around you, and it's going to try and eat this guy who looks like the easiest one to eat. And it chomps onto him, and he just screams, "Ah! It's eating me!" Darren.
I don't like this guy eating the crew member, so I'll attack him twice again.
I don't like it either. Hit. I slice into it, 13 damage. That's a good straight from the longsword. Big wound opens up on its side.
So for my second attack, I want to use the smite again.
Hit.
If I hit. Cool.
You can choose to smite after you hit as well.
All right.
You don't have to yeah, you can like wait till you get a crit or something. That's what some people do. Alright, 7 damage from the smite. An extra 1d8 in there as well because it's undead. And your longsword damage.
Right. Another d8, yeah.
20 points of damage. Alright, that's
Hey, it's damage.
still a good attack. 20 points of damage. The radiant longsword just hits it straight through its chest. Its undead flesh especially crackles with the burning radiant energy, and it's looking pretty damaged now.
So my channel divinity is also, I only played a cleric, so you can heal people with that, but I'm not sure if that is a bonus action.
Channel divinity is an action. And
yeah, right.
I think a paladin, it gets like less. It gets like 1 channel divinity instead of 2 or something like that. Or it gets
right.
It gets
I'll
less
look it
than
up.
A cleric.
Right. Well, anyway, I don't have any bonus action, so that's it. That's it.
Nim.
Well, this is effed. I'm gonna drop my excuse me, gust of wind, because I'm gonna drop a moonbeam across to the back end of the ship way over there.
Okay.
Way there.
Rainy, do you mind going on push to talk, please? We're just getting a bit of background noise. I think it's like a fan or something.
It's his AC.
Alright,
I'm gonna draw
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam over there on that big zombie.
Okay.
Because I can at least hit that far.
A big golden cylinder of energy just churns down onto the Grillon, and it'll make a con save at the start of its turn.
Didn't show me.
That didn't work.
Mm-mm.
It might be because of the compendium stuff. Anyway, you can. Oh, let me see what's going on with it. Maybe try it from the attack section.
There we go.
So
Not happy.
Anyway, alright, Moonbeam, second level spell. Golden column of
I'm
energy.
using it at a third.
Alright, upcasting it. Okay.
Yep.
That
extra D10.
It didn't show up for some reason, but I don't know why that is. Just deduct the spell slot. And I tried to use it and it didn't work. I don't know.
It's an invisible Moonbeam.
Just roll 20 things.
Anyway. Any movement or bonus action?
Am I within melee of the one right beside me that I can back
Yeah.
away without being hit?
Are you
I'll
within
just-
5 feet of it?
I'll just stay put there. Walk.
Alright, this guy is, I mean, he's basically completely defenseless against this thing. He's just laying on the ground and a look of pure terror appears on his face. Millhouse.
Millhouse cannot do much. Unless... What are the chances I can get the smallest of shots on this guy?
You wouldn't see him. He's 50 feet in the air.
Alright, and that was 20 feet to get there. 15. Then I'll move here, and already a firebolt for the next enemy I can see.
Okay. Thassalandra is just screaming, basically. Yazo. Yazo? Oh.
Yeah. Can I see it from there?
No, it's 50 feet in the air, so that's like... You're trying to look onto a roof of a 5-story building, essentially. You're not going to see it.
So if I see anything jump across, I'll do a Toll of the Dead on it.
Okay. I cast Toll of the Dead, and just before you unleash it, you hold the energy of concentration. Garrick.
Well, can I climb around the tree this way?
As you're climbing, you can climb also around. So, you want to go up and around like that?
Yeah.
Okay, you're 45 feet up now, and you're pretty much level with the stern. You've got eyes on the Grillon zombie. It's half cover.
I concentrate for a second and use Misty Steps to get up here on the branch.
Okay.
Is that within range?
You've got 30 feet, so yeah, you can see you're like pretty much on the same level as these, these branches here. Everything's kind of angled down to the west. All right, when you land there, Garrick, the ripped apart air balloon and the branches, it actually kind of makes a pretty stable ground. You will need to make an acrobatics check, but you have advantage because it's pretty good footing there.
Yeah.
Thank God he had advantage.
You slip over and fall prone. You're not gonna fall, but you do fall prone. I mean, it's massive. It's like a massive tarp spread out here. You don't stick the landing very well when you come out of the Misty Step.
What else is new? Do I still have my action?
Yeah.
Well, while I lie down there, I raise a hand and cast a firebolt on that sucker over there.
Okay.
And miss.
It flies.
Why is it always 9:25 or something like that? Every time. Okay, that's me.
Orion.
Orion has determined that like a doctor, you got to focus on which patients are going to live, and he's pretty sure this guy's going to die anyway. So he's going to pull out a bow. He'll swap out his warhammer for a bow.
Oh, thank you, save me! Wait, where are you going? The
Sorry, buddy.
Gorillon zombie is going to turn its head and try to take a bite out of you, Orion. And you get bit for 3 piercing damage for opportunity attack.
And I'll fire my longbow twice at this undead gorilla.
Hit. I sink an arrow straight into its back. It's looking pretty injured. Another hit. An arrow sticks straight through it. And it's got 2 arrows sticking out of it now.
Hopefully the moonbeam will take care of it, and I'll move back here.
The zombie's going to make a con save for the moonbeam. And it'll take...
14 was the number.
Darn.
Right.
Still gets damage.
Yeah. It should be 3d10 if you've done it at 3rd level.
15 radiant damage in half.
Okay. 7 radiant is not enough to kill it. It's melting it apart. It jumps out of the moonbeam. It doesn't like that. It turns around and it's going to go for this guy. They're looking up at the Gorillon zombie, and just as you guys had arrived to save them, now this happens, so they're not happy. And that's a crit. They're all prone. The Gorillon zombie just starts grabbing this guy, picks him up, rips his arms off. Ah! The guy's unconscious. Chomps into him with a crit, and then just rips him apart. Just uses its forearms to just pop all of his limbs off. Start stuffing them in his mouth, and meanwhile another arm is going to swing at this handsome fellow. Mess. This Gorillon is it's going to claw at Torin.
Come at me.
It misses. It's going to claw at Veliod. That misses. It's going to claw at Torin again. And it crits you. Kind of does a backhand skeletal swipe, and it hits you for 9 points of slashing damage. Scratches you along your arm. It's going to claw at this guy again, and that's another miss. And then it's going to try and pick him up and take a bite out of him. That hits. It just picks him up and starts devouring him. He's not dead, but he's unconscious and dying. He's not grappled either. That's just kind of a flavor, but this guy's in bad shape. Torin.
So, is he in bad shape or dead?
He's... At first glance, it doesn't look dead. He's unconscious and dying.
So I'll give him some hit points with my lay on hands. Let's give him 20 hit points.
Alright, he is completely healed, and he just smiles at you from inside the Grillon's mouth and gives you a thumbs up. Thank you. And he looks at the Grillon. Oh no, you've just... Oh, I'm being eaten alive. The terror, the horror. Why did you bring me back?
Sorry.
Ah! I already made peace with death. Nim.
Yeah. Are you... eyes, sorry. My eyes. I'm going to use my action to move Moonbeam back over to Big Gorilla. Darts in it again.
Alright, the column of energy just phases over him and it's just like melting the Grillon zombie apart. Veliod,
Not having.
he kind of slips free of the Grillon's mouth and just lands back on the deck and dodges. Millhouse.
Same as before.
Okay. Yazo.
I just move. I'll dodge.
Garrick, you can use half your movement speed to stand up.
Yep. And then I try to... move a bit closer. Well, no, I don't need to. I'm gonna use Misty Step again to transport myself over here, and then hit him with a green.
You wouldn't be able to see. You wouldn't be able to see that spot from where you were. It's about 15 feet above you. You could get to the edge, I guess, and walk over.
If I move over here, and then would I be able to see it then?
It's not because you're far from it. It's because it's like 15 feet above you. So you can like, when you look up, you kind of just see like the hull of the ship and the railing, but you don't see the deck. But
okay,
yeah, you could Misty Step up there and then just walk over. So
move
same
over.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
You have enough movement for that. Alright, you green flame blade. That hits.
And I'm gonna Divine Smite him. Level 1. So it's a total of 16.
Alright, you reappear from this silvery mist, jump over and slash the zombie with a big radiant streak of energy. It takes a couple of steps back, it's seriously injured, but it's taken a lot to take these hulks down. Alright,
that's all I can do, I think.
Bonus action and movement.
Okay.
Orion.
Here you go.
I'll move here and remember to add my rage damage this time because I'm a smart boy. And then I'll recklessly try to bite him.
That's a hit. Alright, you bite onto the Grillon for 8 damage. And I mean, it's just about dead.
And then here's that big Warhammer swing.
That's a hit. Alright, you swing the maul straight at the Grillon's head. And you hear a snap. Its head is turned 90 degrees to the side. And then it just kind of grabs its head and snaps it back into place.
Whoops.
Like bits of bone are sticking out of its neck and face. And it does not drop.
That's unfortunate.
Alright, it's a con save for this guy. These other two people are terrified.
Saves again, so half damage.
The moon
9.
destroys it. The column of radiant energy cuts straight through it and dissolves it into a radiant light. There's nothing left of it. This Grillon zombie is going to start like just attacking everyone. It's going to attack Orion with a claw. Miss. It's going to attack Torin with a claw. Miss. It's going to attack Veliod with a claw. Why me? He gets slashed for 6 damage. He's looking bloodied again. He's going to attack Nim with a claw.
Yeah, that hits.
It slashes you for 6 points of damage. And then it's going to bite Garrick.
Oh.
And it misses. The Shield of Faith just slams into its mouth. It tries to bite down on the Shield of Faith. Torrent.
So let's see if I can kill it. I'll use my longsword again.
Miss.
That won't work. So another one.
And another miss. It just holds up its massive bony arm and just uses the arm to block the attack like a shield.
Oh, that's it.
Nim.
Well,
You do it.
I can't move the moonbeam that far. More than 60 feet. So I am go primal savagery on myself. I'm going to attack the Grillon zombie.
Claws or teeth?
Sure. We're gonna go teeth. I'm gonna try to bite in.
Alright, your mouth is just this acidic fanged maw. And you just like bite into its chest and start to melt it away. That hits. And the acid, it sears a hole straight through it and downwards, and it collapses onto the ground dead.
Oh, that's gross. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, generally you try to bite things that might taste good.
I give Nim my water flask.
I just go to one of the barrels I had and I just start washing myself in it instead. It doesn't come off the tongue.
Well,
Sorry, we couldn't save everyone.
moment of silence for Musharib.
Indeed. I start praying.
Who do you
Go
pray
down
to?
on one knee and pray.
I think it's Baylor, I'm not sure. I'm gonna check.
You don't know your god.
Very
Zambi.
religious. Okay, yeah. Alright, this is
Oh, it's Tempest.
immediately after the fight. Everyone is, like, the crew members, they're just in shock and they're just very quiet. They're not saying anything, not even more than a very soft whimper comes from their mouths.
I'm sorry we couldn't save everybody. But maybe it'd be best if you came with us down to the ground, so maybe this doesn't happen again.
The Captain Bravewing, she says, Can you get us to safety?
Oof. Well, you are in Chult, so I don't know about safety.
We hail from Haldoran. We came here to explore. Then the dinosaurs ripped our ship apart. We've lost our map. We don't know where we are. Are we close to a city?
You are, I don't know, maybe 300 miles from Port Nyanzaro. Alright. Well, stick with us for a little bit. And we'll do everything we can to get you to safety. First step is getting down from this tree. So can you organize everybody and help us get you down?
I don't think I can stand. I'm so weak.
Alright. Clear my back, Spider Monkey. We're going down.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
some
like-
food and water first.
That's fine.
Alright. Castellandra says, sorry, you pick her up and they're badly dehydrated and starving. Even when you're giving them water and food, it's going to take a while for them to get back into health, and judging by the looks of them, probably several days of rest they're going to need. With your climbing speed, Ryan, you can help them down. And
Yep.
Castellandra says,
Thank you for rescuing us.
and you can just collect everyone up one by one and take them down. And they can sort of stand. Once they've had a bit of water, you've at least given them enough strength to stand.
Well, how about we put them on the Ankylosaurus for now? And make a litter or something until they're healthy enough to travel.
Yeah.
Stan, come over here. Yeah, so I don't think it's good to stand there.
Stan obediently approaches you, Garrick, and just kind of leans down. And the dinosaur's back is just like this, massive flat platform with spikes that you could hold onto. So, you throw everyone onto the dinosaur's back.
Well, I will have to take off my armor and walk.
Here's what I'm thinking. We are fully not equipped to take care of these people. But
You just hear you just randomly pull out of the tree.
But I was
I'm
about
okay.
to suggest that we have Hugh take these guys back to Harakmar. But I'm not sure he can do that now.
But we'll be without a guide if we lose Hugh.
Yeah, can't we go to the sorcerers or wizards first, and then send them on their way?
I don't know. I don't really trust them. I don't want to bring weak people to untrustworthy sorcerers.
Then
Yeah,
you should probably head back.
Alright, I'm gonna ignore that. If we can have Hugh lead these 3 people back to friendly territory, defensible underground mine, then we can focus on, stopping the death curse in time. We don't really have a lot of time to spend on these people.
We have to get
yeah, but
Musarib
we need
back to
the guy.
Harakma. Musarib, he doesn't deserve this fate. He needs to be buried with his kin. He can't be left here to rot in the jungle, eaten like leftovers, some sort of Mars bar. He needs to be buried.
Who we are not leaving him here. We're putting him on Stan. And but we have a time issue here.
And
If the people, also you guys say you just have 12 days left, we could get you to get us to the wizards, but before we get all the way there, just when we see them, we send you back and go the rest of the way ourselves.
That's a good idea. That'd be leaving Hugh to
And
guide
then-
them
and
a
then
longer
we-
distance.
And then I can borrow who Stan, and we will go the rest of the way.
So you want to have Hugh, these people, and Stan come with us until we get to the wizards, or we're about to get to the wizards, and then send
Yeah.
Hugh back to the mine with them.
Yeah, with Mercer and surviving people from this wreck of our expedition.
Look,
Can't you point us in the right direction and we get there ourselves? I mean, if he has to bring all these people down there and back again, it takes much longer to get them to safety.
Alright, I'll bring up the map for you guys, so it's easier to make a bit of a plan. You can see distances and stuff. While this is happening, Millhouse, you're fairly intelligent. So just with like your passive investigation, you've noticed there's supplies all over the ground, and when you take a good look, I feel like you might be able to scrounge up a few supplies here. If you're interested.
Well, we still have supplies for a whole month.
are you guys forgetting that on the way back to the mine, he's gonna have to cross the dragon's hunting grounds?
Yeah, but the alternative is to take these guys with us. And I don't know. We're going directly to the most dangerous part of Chult.
Yeah, but I mean, as much as Hugh is a living dwarven god, I don't think he can defend like 5 people and himself from a dragon.
I can get to Harakma. You didn't have to worry about me. Moradin will guide me. It's only fair to Musharib that he's buried back there. And these people, they can't barely walk. They're going to slow everyone down.
Well, we have Stan.
And how do you plan to get back without a map?
Perhaps I'm not meant to go with ye. Perhaps
We got Stan.
Doomathoin has been keeping me fate from me. And perhaps it is my fate to remain back at Wormheart Mine. But
It might be indeed.
I'm indebted to you all. And I'll respect any decision you make.
How much?
Not a material value. I've lost one arm to defend me kin, and I'll damn well lose me other if I have to.
I hope not.
I'll kick that dragon to death if I have to.
You
I believe it.
You could retrace our steps maybe and get back the same way we came, right?
I can feel the heart of Harakma. I'll make the way back there. You didn't need to worry about me getting lost. When have I ever gotten lost?
Truly fair. Makes sense. Does anybody have any other plans than having Hugh lead these people back to Harakma on the
Well-
stand?
What if any of them are quite good at navigating, like the one with the goggles?
Me? I'm just the first mate. The quartermaster is dead.
So can you go
Captain is
navigate?
usually good at navigating, isn't he?
More of a quartermaster job. The ship's navigator was killed. That was
Before or after we got there?
Radaz.
Darn.
Radaz was a navigator.
So
whoever wants to examine these guys, I mean, they're obviously in bad shape. Someone could make a medicine check, to even see if they're even in any condition to do anything.
right, I'll go for the one with the funny eyes.
All right, Gary.
Oh, once.
Okay, you
Whoa.
guys take a look at them, and I mean, they're gonna take 4 days before they're actually back to good health. Mechanically speaking, they have 4 levels of exhaustion. Their hit point maximum is halved. They have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Their movement speed is halved. And they have disadvantage on all ability checks. If you had not got to them soon, they probably would have died.
Well, I think the plan is to let you take them back on Stan would be the best to help them. And also let us go to our goal.
But can I have those goggles first?
Alright, is that the
Can I have those
decision
goggles?
to have Hugh take everyone back to Herakma on Stan?
Yeah, that's my proposal.
I agree. If there's anybody who has another plan, I'm willing to hear it.
Well, we should probably give them the supplies we can gather from around here as well.
Sure.
Alright, you gather up an explorer's pack, enough gear to make an explorer's pack of backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, torches, rations, water skin, hempen rope, and a priest pack. Blanket, candle, tinderbox, alms box, block of incense, censer, vestments, rations, and water skin.
Is it the
Holy
jungle
water in them?
incense?
Yeah, the water skins, they are full.
Holy water?
Holy water, no. Cleric can make holy water though. Just need 50 pounds of silver, or 50 gold piece worth of silver. I think a cleric or paladin can make that. So,
See, isn't it?
yeah,
An incense isn't a priest thing, though, is it?
yeah. So, yeah, there's no nothing more valuable than that though. Everything's, this area is just covered with debris for miles, and there are some weapons as well that you could, give to these guys from some of the guards.
Maybe we should get those buckets down with water. They might need it.
Yeah, you can, gather up everything. Presume that you've gathered up everything that you needed. You've got the water buckets as well. Like, if you're going to send them off, they're going to have enough supplies to make that journey.
Seems like the best thing to do, guys.
Alright, is anyone
Agree.
strongly against that? Okay, if that's the case, Hugh starts leading everyone off and turns to you guys, and he's got tears rolling down his face.
I'm not gonna lie. I was really looking forward to journeying with you to Omu. Trying to stop the death curse and just do something good for once. I've always been a disaster. I fled from the dragon, I had my arm bit off. But since I met you, I really felt like I've made an impact.
You have, Hugh. We'll see you again.
Thank you all again, and I do hope we meet again after this is all over and we can share a nice wholesome mug of Tej, or perhaps even we'll get some real drink, some Flamebeard's fire brandy from Mirabar. Good luck to you all.
Good luck.
Thanks for everything, Hugh.
May Moradin guide you in your journeys. Now, yeah!
He starts slapping Stan on the butt. Yeah, mule! And they start heading off.
I send a message to Stan. Just kick him once or twice and lay on him in the night.
Okay. Sad to see them go, but
There's only one dwarf left.
you, yeah, sometimes you need to make sacrifices for the greater good, and I think that was a really good act of you guys, so everyone gets DM inspiration.
Yay!
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
That's why we did it in the first place.
Okay, everyone loses the inspiration.
Is that because I said last week you don't give out inspiration?
Right. Well, no, just, you know, if you do something like that, then you get inspiration.
There's a tear going down Garrick's face.
For Hugh or Stan.
for Stan and the 400 gold.
Just for the gold. You don't actually care about the animal or you, just the gold. Okay. So, alright, you guys spend a couple of hours, you know, scavenging gear, making sure they're setting on their way, and during that time there's ample time for a short rest if anyone wants to take it before you guys head on for the next leg of your journey. While you're up there as well, Orion, I mean, you know, you're not terribly high above the jungle canopy, but what you do see is this Heart of Obteo. If you're using the hit dice as well, it'll automatically count down the hit die for you, so you don't need to like count them down beforehand. And it'll apply the hit points to you. If you need your
Wild shape back.
Okay. If you need your tokens are up here too. If you need to like click on them or anything. So
I don't think the hit dice were reset after the last long rest.
when you take a long rest, you get back half your level, so you get three back.
Right. So I didn't use more than 3 ever, I think.
Okay.
So I'm not sure why there was only 1
I think
available.
you'll need to actually manually increase that. I do have
Why don't we get a macro?
a long rest macro actually. I don't know why we don't have one. Why don't we? We should get one. Alright, I'll make one. I have to find the I'll get that macro. Anyway. So when you're up here on the wreck of the Star Goddess, you can see the Heart of Obteo. It's far away, you know, it's 40 miles, but you can see it because it's floating. It's like an Earth moat. A massive chunk of Earth floating above the ground. With vines and massive roots sticking out of it, like the ventrices of a heart. So it gets its name.
Can we
Heart.
see it through the canopy?
Not from where you're standing, but you feel like you know, it's about 200 feet above the ground. You feel like there'll be gaps in the jungle canopy, and as you're moving through towards it, you'll probably be able to see it, which is going to make navigation a hell of a lot easier.
Okay.
Great.
What is navigation? Survival or nature?
It's survival based, but you don't make a survival check. Someone with good survival will definitely benefit from navigating.
Not me then.
Me neither.
Mine is okay.
Nope.
I'm really good. I'm a wise.
Yeah, the druid should probably lead us.
Alright, there is a long
I mean, dice might say F you, but
there is a long rest macro now. I'll just enable it when you guys can take a long rest, so you don't actually click it and it messes up all your resources. Alright, so it's still early in the morning. Yeah, you're not expecting any rain, Nim, as well, so you may want to hold on to those spell slots for producing water because you're in a heavy drought.
I have
season.
1 save.
Yeah, the amount of water you need
That is
now,
good advice.
it's dramatically less. I mean, the dino needed like 10 gallons or something ridiculous, so You don't need anywhere near as much. I'll calculate how much you need. So you're on day 78. You could get to the heart of Obteo in 2 days if you move at a fast pace. If you move at a fast pace, the caveat is you can't sneak by anything. If you have an encounter, you'll just run straight into it. And there is a higher chance of getting lost. You're moving
We've got
quickly.
inspiration.
You can use your inspiration.
Do we think that the heart of Obteo, like being able to see it sometimes, will offset the difficulties of moving at a fast pace?
Pretty much, yeah. You'll have that to guide you.
Well, we are in a bit of a time crunch. It might be wise to move faster.
You've got
What happens
12.
to them?
Can we afford to get reached?
If you're trying to
We've
aim,
lost our guy.
if you're trying to aim for Syndra to survive, you've got 12 days. So I'll let you guys think about how long you want to spend doing things.
Well, look, the whole reason we're trying to get there is to be teleported to Amu. So I reckon we just go normal and hope we don't get lost.
That's a good call.
That's 4 days to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, because if they can't teleport us anyway, there's no way we're going to be able to save it.
Oh, the giant robot that I gave you. That's miles away.
if we are, if we take 4 days and we have like 8 days left, will that be enough to do whatever we need to do on Omu and also get, of course, these priest guys, whatever they are, to send us there?
Listen, here's the plan, right? We are like only
Yes, sir.
reasonably sure that Omu is here.
Yes, sir.
Like we're pretty sure.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to the heart of Obteo and we're gonna be like, hey, do you guys know where Omu is? And can you teleport there? And we're gonna hope that the answer is yes.
Or at least get us close.
Yeah, exactly. And then once we get to Omu, we know for certain from, random prophecy that in Omu is the Soul Monger, and also possibly a Death Knight that controls a tribe of evil 1T and undead. So we have 8 days if we do this to be in Omu and kill all of the bad guys there and destroy the Soul Monger.
No pressure.
To me.
So definitely enough time, right?
Why do we think Omo is here?
There was a prophecy, correct? Is that in the
Yeah.
chat or in the...
The party had met with a sage at Oralunga, this ancient ziggurat. They'd spoken to a guardian Naga who had foretold these forthcomings of the death curse, the source of which is Razni, coming from Onu. Razni is a fallen paladin of Obteo, and he is said to reside in Omu, and that's where all these bad omens are coming out of. It's like it used to be the capital.
Okay.
It used
So-
to be
so,
of ancient Omu.
How do we know that the capital was on this island?
What, do we have the text of the
You were-
prophecy, Seb?
You were
somewhere?
told via a riddle.
Okay.
Between the Valley of
Okay.
Lost Honor and the Peaks of Flames. West and east meets north, then south. So, south of, in between these areas, basically.
And
and
what
then the
was there a
other,
component?
the other thing is the party had met these red wizards up, like sort of around this area, and the red wizards were heading to the heart of Obteo because they wanted to try and find the Soul Monger, and they said that they know where it is. It's they're going to head to the heart of Obteo. That's where they're going to meet with one of their allies, Belindra's Shadow Mantle, and then they're going to teleport. There's a teleportation circle. They're going to teleport from the heart of Obteo straight to Omu. And they said that you guys could come with them. Then they pretty much just disappeared.
So they asked for help.
Yeah, they're gonna ask for a service or something.
Red wizards are notorious for being evil. They live in Thay. It's a realm of undead where everyone is a spellcaster. And yeah, I mean, it's just skeletons walking around on the streets there. These evil wizards. They have an unsavory reputation. Their leader is also a lich. That
we
lich,
know that.
Yeah, that lich actually is working with Syndra Sylvain. Because liches use souls to live. They trap souls in their phylactery. And they have to feed on the souls to sustain themselves. And they didn't have any souls. Because the Soul Monger is sucking them all away. So, kind of like enemy of my enemy situation.
Yeah, until they have the Soul
Monger.
Monger and have enough souls for the rest of the eternity.
Well, that would be a good motivating factor for a lich, definitely.
Wasn't there a part of the prophecy or something that Omu was detached or something from the mainland?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
According to this map, Omu's actually on an island. You would imagine that, it probably was a part of the mainland, but spell plague, things happen. Chult used to actually be an island and now it's a peninsula, so things get moved around and whatnot.
That's
okay. We will try.
Yeah, the plan is to make nice with evil wizards and have them teleport us to Omu, and then we kill essentially everything in Omu, find treasure there.
And
kill everything.
Double cross the evil wizard before they double cross us.
That's certainly part of it, but don't say that out loud to them.
Wouldn't dream of
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay, so you guys are just happy with a regular pace? If things go well, you'll get there in 4 days.
Yes.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. Nim's navigating. Nim's setting a normal pace.
No,
Oh, boy.
Nim, go fast.
I'm small. I can't run that fast.
Oh, come on, Nim.
I got small legs.
Says the dwarf.
Alright, Nim's doing a great
As
job of
always.
navigating. I presume you go on southeast, 1 hex like that.
Yes.
Alright, yeah. You're gonna go smooth sailing all day. And you do a day of travel and there's no encounters during the morning. And then it comes to about midday. You've left the wreck of the Star Goddess, you're trekking through this undead jungle. And there's more ghouls. Anyone who has a passive perception of 12 or higher will notice this first.
Heck yeah, I have 18.
Nope.
14.
Nope.
You can hear
Nope.
and smell a ghoul pack approaching. So you guys won't be surprised. You won't be able to get out of the way of them either, because that requires a slow pace. But you can kind of hear them first. You guys get ready, and then all of a sudden, 6 ghouls come out of the thick brush near you.
If I'm able to get ready, could I use an action to make my weapon a sacred one?
There's not enough time for that.
Okay.
You'd have to be going at a slow pace to kind of get ready before a fight. So they just kind of basically,
Understood.
they just kind of like burst out of the jungle. Well, you're not surprised at least. And yeah, there are 4 ghouls and a ghast. And the ghast has a blue triangle tattooed on his forehead. And they just say, Razni! Razni! They keep saying over and over again. Right, before we get into this fight though, we'll take a 10-minute break. I'll see you guys back in a bit.
Nice.
Keep meeting these guys.
Rosny, what would it mean?
Razni is the name of the fallen paladin.
Ah, yeah, that's it.
So he's
Alive
controlling
and
much
well.
of... Well, we don't know. He's controlling a bunch of undead stuff and also some 1T.
Do we have to kill him? I mean, he seems pretty cool.
He does sound dope, but in return for like the Naga helping us, the Naga was like, "Hey, you should kill Rosny in return for me giving you this information."
Yeah, but Naga's dead.
Naga's not dead.
Isn't it? We killed one Naga, I'm sure.
Did we kill a Naga?
Was there
Yeah, we did.
When did we kill a Naga?
In the Black Orchard, remember? To get those wings to make up for the massive detour you insisted we go on.
That was a Medusa.
That's a Naga.
Yeah.
Medusa is a Naga.
No, Nagas are like full snakes, though.
No, it can
No,
be
it's
part
just have
snake and
snake
full
hair.
snake. It can be a divination of snake and man.
There's like a spirit Naga and like a bone Naga or something. They're like fully different from Medusas.
I don't think they
So
are.
it's like not all Nagas are Medusas, but all Medusas are Nagas or something like that.
Because I think Medusa is just has snakes in its hair.
But she's got
I
a snake
will-
body as well, and Jason the Argonauts, and she's got a bow and arrow.
I'll trust you guys. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're different, but if you guys seem pretty adamant, so
I have no clue.
I'm just gonna pull up the monster manual. To be honest, I'm just gonna take a look here.
I'm gonna go and get some cheesy puffs.
Also a good plan.
So do you think we can do it?
I'm gonna fry a pizza.
Silent Peak, what do you think? Can we get there in time?
Well, as long as we get teleported there, sure.
And they don't sacrifice us to some evil god.
Well, we'll be cutting it close. That's definitely a thing. But also, I'm not sure if we are ready for this. You know?
Well, we better be
Yeah.
ready.
I don't know what we could have done to have pulled up faster. Maybe had a smaller party.
Meet a lot of T-Rexes.
Yeah. Because as it's going, we're gonna hit level 7 maybe before Umo.
Well, I think it's hit our move. Then yeah.
That's a bit low.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I have no clue. What level is this campaign normally?
I think it's
11.
to 10.
Yeah, 11, and we're on our meat grinder, so we get an extra 10% XP.
Right.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, me too.
So.
Hello?
Hello.
So, is it a Naga?
What?
A Medusa? I guess you wasn't here earlier.
Well, I was, but well, I don't think so, because there's a video about Naga versus Medusa.
What's the video from?
Okay, that's has nothing to do with 5e. Well, Medusa is presented as a monstrosity.
And a Naga is a what?
Naga. Guardian Naga. Also a monstrosity.
So there's 2 different entries, so they are different.
A Guardian Naga, which was what the people met, at least from the picture.
I wish I had all the books in front of me.
I'm not using the books, I'm using internet. And mostly Roll20 as SRD right now.
I got loads on D&D Beyond. Oh. But yeah, I haven't been on it recently.
Are you guys looking something up, or?
Naga and Medusa, they are different, separate entries.
Right, so you still on that? Okay.
I just got back.
Right, me too.
I'm still waiting for my oven to get hot enough for my pizza. Super duper Bluetooth headset. Can go all around in the apartment.
How's everyone?
I got a it's called a Neo Rhythm headband. You put it on, and you can change your alpha and beta waves to like relax, or improve intelligence, what I need, and all these other settings. It's quite cool.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys are just heading through the jungle. According to the map, it's pretty heavy on dead
Why
territory.
me?
And this Ghast has, started chanting,
Razni! Razni!
It's a little bit bigger than the other ghouls. The ghouls have like jumped out of the bushes basically. The Ghast was curled up behind this rock. And only the Ghast has the blue triangle on its head. There's 5 of them. Happens at about midday. About 4 hours after you've left the wreck of the Star Goddess. Alright, this ghoul just jumps towards Yazo and tries to claw at him. And
Shield.
alright, you cast shield and the ghoul just bounces straight off of you. Shield kicks in. Orion.
I'll grow my claws when I rage. And then I'll just sprint head first for this Ghast. Are my claws bigger than its claws?
Claw envy.
Roll-
It's purely a pride thing.
Roll a 1d8.
Okay.
Yeah. Your claws
Alright.
are bigger. Your claws are 8 inches long.
He's just only
We're
7.5.
rolling for inches.
Then I'm gonna. Sorry, that one got me. Then I'm gonna get 3 claw attacks on it. Reckless.
The gas feels truly inferior next to you. All right.
I feel great.
When you do get near it as well, it's letting off this like horrid stench. It's even worse than the ghouls. And it's making you gag a little bit. Alright, you come in with a reckless claw attack, and you just rip straight into its flesh. 9 damage. And you crit it. You just grab it on the arm and just snap its arm to the side. Rip a claw into it at the same time. And it's looking bloody. You slash it again, straight across the blue triangle on its head. 6 damage. It's looking pretty injured.
I flex my claws specifically in front of him.
Hey,
Thanks, claws.
he looks sad. The ghoul jumps out of the bushes and leaps on you, Torrin, trying to paralyze you with its claws.
Ah,
It's a miss. Just shield check it backwards. Millhouse.
Alright. Gonna go down here. Gonna cast Branding Smite. Then he's gonna believe.
Alright. 19 damage. Yeah, your glowing magic axe just sears straight into it and slices its head clean off its shoulders.
I'm gonna steal that off
Oh.
you one day, Millhouse.
Honestly. And I'll just leave Orion there feeling inadequate.
You have to kill a red dragon to get that axe. Alright, yeah, the axe is like way bigger than your claws, Orion.
That makes me sad.
Alright.
Oh, look at the axe.
Sonic will come in and that one.
That hits. Explodes into the ghoul. The ghoul's bloodied. This ghoul is not really interested in the construct. It just kind of pushes by it and tries to get to Nim. And tries to claw at him. Alright, Metal Sonic's going to jump on its arm and give the ghoul disadvantage. And it pulls the ghoul away from you, Nim, protecting you. And Nim, you're up. Nim, is he there? You're muted.
I muted the wrong thing. Giant constrictor snake. That's what I'm gonna do, because that's bigger than fangs.
Alright.
Whole freaking snake.
This is just become a competition of who's the biggest. Alright, Nim wins.
Yeah. Don't mind me. And then I will attack the one ghoul that was trying to attack me. Attack him back. Care for it. I'm gonna try to constrict him, actually. I'm gonna try to grapple and restrict him. So
that's a hit.
Yeah. Damage. 2d8.
If you click the go into the chat box there where it has your attack.
Oh, the attack itself.
Yeah. Click that one, it does the damage. Are you just
Voila.
A 30-foot long snake just like a massive rope uncoils onto the ground and starts wrapping around the ghouls, and you just constrict this one and crush it. You just hear all its bones snap and crumble, and it's just broken into pieces while you wrap around it.
I just look at the rest of the group and give a big snaky grin.
Yeah, so.
So my shield's down now.
Yeah, it goes down at the start of your turn.
So, that means I can't have one. Oh, fuck it.
Alright, when you move away from the ghoul, it tries to claw at you, and it's a miss.
So I'll dash. Next to my pal Sonic.
That hits.
Sonic prefers you call him Meto.
Alright.
You're not on a Sonic basis with him yet.
That's a good roll. And you just pierce the flaming rapier straight through the ghoul's mouth. And he catches on fire and burns to the ground dead. Torrin.
So I will attack the ghoul that just tried to attack me. The one over there. I'll just attack it first and see what happens.
Hit. Now you slice into it for 9 damage and just kind of slice into its arm. It's looking kind of injured.
Right, so I'll attack it again. And I can choose to smite whenever I hit, right?
Yeah. You don't have to declare that you're going to smite before you hit. It's after you hit. That hits.
Okay. Then I will smite the third time. And these are undead too, right?
Yeah. An extra 1d8.
So I have a level... I'm using the level 1 smite, but I'm clicking the level 2, so it will be 3d8.
Okay. Got it.
And your weapon
And
damage
yeah,
too.
the longsword damage.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right, your
it's quite
longsword
a lot.
glows, yeah, you absolutely destroy that ghoul, just with a big line of radiant energy diagonally cutting through the ghoul. It's sliced into 2 pieces and collapses onto the ground.
I call, I've done mine. And that's my turn.
Yeah, right.
I'll move to the last one. And attack it.
Hit.
And I will smite it.
Alright, you really destroy it. It's gone. It just explodes into this radiant mess of green fire, just sickly green fire, just melts the ghoul apart. There's like nothing left of it. It's just these little burning bits. It's like a dripping, burning candle wax on the ground.
That's how you do it.
Super smite.
I nod at the other paladin.
Very obedient, Torrent. Okay.
Of course.
I go down on one knee and pray for the soul of the undead.
I guess I will do the same, because that's something that I should do, probably, I think.
Uh-huh.
Torrent is learning every day how to be a better paladin.
It's a journey.
Alright, it's
really
you're just
young
about
paladin,
to
yeah.
you guys were just about to break for lunch before this happened, and you found like a little bit of a clearing here, so if you guys wanted to take a short rest, go for it. Have a couple of rations, and you know, you'll be like starting to sort out your water and whatnot. I mean, you guys need significantly less water as well. It's only 14 gallons.
There was a dwarf that fell off the cliff. We were taking his stuff. What's he called? Millhouse, the other dwarf?
Musharib?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
You took all the stuff.
Hugh did not allow you to take his stuff if you were trying to rob his body. You never said that anyway, but Yeah, you definitely did not take it.
I thought it was like, you know.
If you wanted to, you would have had to said so at the time, because you would have had something to say about that. Alright, so, alright, you guys take a quick break and continue on. There's no time to waste.
Whee!
And you don't have any more encounters for the rest of the day. So, we can try out this shiny new long rest macro that you guys have. Alright, if you click your token, then you'll see a long rest button. It's going to fill everything up. Alright,
Oh, that's cool.
it's a drought as well, and to be honest, you're not expecting a drop of rain for the journey all the way to the heart of Teo. Nim,
End of every night, I'd be doing a water for us.
yeah, I think...
I've made a new dart.
How many gallons can you do with that spell again?
Just one. Level 1, I can do 10. But I try to save a level 3 just in case.
And you had the level 3?
I can, yeah.
For just then? Did you have a...
I have enough levels for it, yeah.
Okay, alright, yeah. So yeah, you'll need at least a level 2 to get, you know, that 14 gallon threshold. Alright, so you've made enough water for everyone. You know, you set up the rain catches, you make it rain, and you guys hydrate yourselves. You've got plenty of food. You know, use a mess kit, cook something up, have a rest, do a guard and whatnot. You're not attacked during the night, and it's another day. It's day 79. So this is the next day after the rescuing the people from the wreck of the Star Goddess. Weather's the same. It's a drought, no rain, and Nim's going to continue navigating at a regular pace.
Come on, Nim. You can do it.
Alright, you think this earth moat guiding you. Occasionally when you're traveling, you see a little gap in the jungle's canopy, and you can vaguely see this giant earth moat in the distance, in the sky. It's almost like a celestial body guiding you to where you need to go. And if it were not for that, Nim, honestly, you feel like you probably would have got lost today.
It happens. Nature's a tricky.
Sounds like a warning.
You get your 10 miles in. You guys collectively move 10 miles through the jungle, trekking through this thick, thick vines, little ravines. Sometimes you have to skirt around these massive sections of bog. It's undead here as well, so it's quite swampy. Where there have been bones of dead dinosaurs that kind of turned into these muddy mires. Anyway, let's see how the day goes for encounters. You pack up, prepare your spells, and you set out into the morning. The humidity is bearing down on everyone. You're sweating. You have insects buzzing around you, but they dare not bite you because you've also got insect repellent, like a salve covering you guys. Nim is just darting around, occasionally turning into an animal if he needs to quickly scout around or navigate something. And you're going in and out and under and around all these obstacles, and you move through noon and you do a full day of heavy trudging and traveling, and night falls. You're starting to think about camp, and that's when you see a group of people. At first you think they're like ghouls or something, because they kind of look like ghouls. They're gangly.
I ready my sacred weapon, if I can.
Yeah, these people don't just like, try to ambush you or anything like that. You're able to do your sacred weapon. There's a lot of them. There is like 20 of them. It's a large group of tribal people.
I'll cast my mage hand.
They run away. Yeah. So
mystical hand. Ah!
and then you get everyone to stop, and as you guys take a closer look at these people, you can see they've got like bones kind of stuck through their hair, and you think they're covered in tribal paint. there are the corpses of dead dinosaurs and ghouls in the area. And then you realize the red paint is actually blood that they've covered themselves in. And they start speaking in Cholton.
Oh. Well, I'm sure that these people marked cannibal are perfectly peaceful and nice.
Yeah, right.
Are battle positions?
Hi there.
Oh yeah, there's a large group of them, and as you get close, you realize that they're actually chewing on some of these dead ghouls.
Probably spread out a little bit, guys. Maybe don't like them. Stand right next to each other.
They're like biting.
Is this fine? Oh, what's going on?
One of them has a ghoul hand in his hands, like a ghoul arm, and he's like ripping off the fingers one by one. He spits the fingers on the ground when it sees you guys.
Hey, we don't speak Cholton. We go.
Alright,
I cast comprehend language.
as you guys approach them, they're turning their attention towards you guys now if you're approaching them. You cast comprehend languages, and when you cast the spell, a couple of them back up. They actually get a little bit spooked by the gestures and whatnot. And they're moving around on all fours, some of them like an animal. They have a crazed look in their eye. And you hear what they're saying. It's just you're just hearing like literal meaning of their words. Maybe food. Looks strong. Maybe hard to bite. Maybe not good.
What are they saying?
Cast in this land.
I translate for the rest of the group, and then say, we don't taste any good, and are very hard to bite.
Alright, oh yeah, it's before we just go any further, I forgot it's nighttime as well. Who needs light sources?
If we were wandering
Think
at
I do.
night, I would cast light for the person.
Okay.
I have dark vision.
Okay, yeah, I think it's just
Pizza's
Torrent.
ready.
These guys are humans.
Alright, yeah, they're actually not using any light sources. They seem to just be like prowling around in the darkness. And yeah, you start to hear some of their other conversations. Obviously they've seen you guys approach with the light and whatnot. Leave them.
Turn the light out.
Leave them.
Then I don't see.
Leave them and wait for them to make a camp. That is when we will sneak in. And we will eat them. Yes, eat them.
Maybe push under in the night.
I was the same thing. Or, counter proposal, how about we eat them? I kind of like the idea of eating a cannibal.
Do you want me to scare them?
Cabals were one thing, but come on.
That's fair.
I think scaring them would not be enough. We need to get rid of them, otherwise they will attack during the night.
We want
Well,
to
lightning is a good way to scare and to hurt, if you want.
I don't want to attack them because then they might attack us.
One of
If
them
we can
starts
scare them
screaming
with-
at you guys. He like stands forward and he tries to scare you.
Can I do the same thing?
They have like
I-
just sharpened pieces of like dinosaur bones in their hands, like a spear.
I pick up the shield and bang my sword against it, and come on if you
I'll
think.
join in.
Uh,
I'll say boo.
Alright, Ryan, you said you're gonna kind of step forward and try and intimidate them.
I'll step forward and roar.
Okay.
and
Step forward with him.
I'll use the wand of fear.
Go a bit or two.
Alright, if you point a wand at them, then they've all got spears and they're probably gonna throw them at you as well.
They can try to hit me.
They see you guys approaching. The first thing that happens is Orion says he's going to step up and screech back. So Orion, make an intimidation check. You've got Torrin yelling boo as well, so you have advantage because I mean it's boo.
Oh.
Like you can't beat
I
that.
knew it would help.
Don't worry,
This is what-
guys.
No,
This is what
it
happens when
might-
the bard gets killed.
The advantage is more from your numbers
Yeah.
and Garrick banging his sword on his shield. You know, they
I was
obviously.
gonna light the back
No,
of you on
it's
fire.
definitely the boom.
Don't worry, guys. I have a -1. This should be totally fine.
They obviously
You're a
kind of
barbarian. How do you
scared
have
of
a mind?
magic.
Oh, charisma.
But it's
You
like
should,
something you
you
have
should
to
leave
have.
intimidation to me.
All right, Ryan, you just like
Brr.
something gets like kind of your throat's a little bit gurgly, and you're like, ah! You like do a really high pitched scream,
That was hot.
and the cannibals are just chuckling now. Right, Millhouse, you said you're going to level your wand at them and use the wand of fear. And when you point the wand forward, that just sets them off, and they just start hurling spears at you, Millhouse. So roll initiative.
I like to see them hit me with any of those spears.
Okay,
Unless it's a crit.
just some innocent.
That's the only way it's
Just
hitting.
some innocent cannibals just hanging out here, and you guys just start mercilessly slaughtering them. Alright, Yazo, you're up first.
Who are them?
You haven't slaughtered anyone?
They're just
Disengage.
innocent cannibals.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Keep getting-
Boom!
Alright, it's a 15-foot cone. Where are you putting it?
I think this way.
Alright, I'll use the Burning Hand template. Alright, like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Alright, you run forward and do a color spray, and you roll 6d10. Alright, 35.
Where's the fireball?
Oh, too bad you didn't roll a little bit higher, Yazo. You blind this one.
Yes, I got one.
Blind
I'm
for
done.
1 round. Orion.
I will rage and grow claws. Happily run into melee.
That we're still in negotiation.
This is our negotiation.
This is negotiation. I'll go for that first. Of
This
course,
is
of course, recklessly.
this is aggressive negotiation.
I'm not surrounded. I'm in a target-rich environment. Whoops.
Alright, as you get closer, Orion,
Big whoops.
alright, you notice something about these cannibals. They actually have like a red triangle painted on their heads. Kind of like the ghouls, except, you know, it's painted in blood.
This is interesting.
It's literally red versus blue.
And yeah, Ryan,
Huh.
I don't know what you're doing, but you're screaming, you're missing, and the cannibals think you're a joke at the moment. They've got longer claws than you.
What? No.
Alright, you finally kind of stand properly on the ground, and you claw at one of them. They lynch backwards, and you just catch him with a claw.
+2 from rage. Sorry.
Alright, 5 damage.
And one more claw.
That hits. Alright. You wipe the smile off his face. You rip him across the face with a claw, and he's seriously injured. Alright. These cannibals are going to just a mixture of rushing you guys and throwing spears. I'm just gonna, because there's so many of them, I'm just gonna do all their movement first, and then I'm gonna do all their actions, just so it's a bit more streamlined. They're going to, one of them's gonna rush Torrin, one of them's gonna rush Millhouse, one of them's gonna rush Garrick and Millhouse like that, another one's gonna rush you, Nim, pushing through a little bit of jungle terrain. Alright, so they have this tactic where they run up on you guys, and they're kind of like a diversion. The ones that just ran into me, they all dodge. They start like jumping around on all fours like a frog, chuckling and throwing rocks and things like that. They dodge those guys. And then the rest start hurling spears with pack tactics. They move forward to close gaps. And pretty much that's all their movement. Now do their attacks. Or go from like top to bottom, left to right. So this guy first, and then like this guy last, basically. Alright, this guy's going to throw a spear at Yazo. And these are all going to be advantage because of pack tactics.
Should I just shield now?
Alright. They seem confused because the spear bounces off of you. Alright, next line will be these guys here. And they may have to actually move up a little bit closer if needed. Yeah. Should have done their movement before. Alright, two of them move forward and throw spears at Millhouse. They both miss. These two here, like in between this ping, they're going to throw spears. One of them's going to throw a spear at Yazo.
Is one blind?
Miss. Yeah, one of not one of the ones that's attacking. It was in between these two pings. So this guy and this guy are attacking you. This is the one that's blind with the little icon on it. This one tries to attack you with a spear in melee. Yazo, miss. This one does the same. That's a miss. And this one's going to attack Orion. Miss. Alright, next lot. This guy and this guy throw spears at Millhouse. Two more bone spears come flying towards you. Both of them miss. This blinded one's going to attack Yazo. Advantage and disadvantage. Miss. This one's going to attack Orion. Miss. This guy's going to attack Orion. And it's a crit. You hit for 4 points of damage, Orion.
I like it hurt.
This guy throws a spear at Millhouse. Miss. This guy attacks Orion. Miss. The other ones that are dodging, dodge. And then it's just this one. He will throw a spear at Nim. And it miss. Alright, their first lot of attacks are pretty feeble. They don't really hit anyone. Barely. Spears just getting thrown every which way. And they seem to be adjusted to the darkness as well. They don't have any problem seeing in the dark as far as you guys can tell. Almost, they're very reminiscent of ghouls themselves. Millhouse.
I'm gonna move there.
This cannibal will try to spear you. He hits you for 9 piercing damage.
I'll shield that.
Bunga bunga, it says.
I got too many tabs. There it is.
I throw up a shield.
And then I will use the Wonder 2 charges of it.
Alright, the Wonder Fear to the 30-foot cone.
60.
60-foot cone. Alright, I'll make this one bigger. This is like the
Oh,
first
don't
spell.
do this to me, Millhouse.
Actually, I don't think that's going to measure out properly. I'll give you a cone of cold template. Where are you putting it? Like which direction?
It is mildly tempting.
Go on then. Just if you need to do it, do it.
So you basically
the
want to
need-
put it
I
like
hate
that.
this really messes me up.
The need is high, but no, I'm doing it on these guys over here.
Okay. Alright, a big cone of spooky skulls mixed in with little dragonborn saying boo. Or I'll show you the cannibals. And it's a wisdom save, DC 15 for the Wonder Fear.
Gains 20 command. Yeah, spell save, DC 15.
Okay. Alright. They see these
Yeah, wisdom save.
spooky images. And all but one become frightened. It's the one that's engaged with you that's not frightened. Alright, while they're frightened, they have to run away, basically, from this one defeat.
Isn't it two?
See?
The top
That-
and the
Oh yeah, sorry,
lowest
two
one.
of them. So it'll be this guy and this guy, closest and furthest one, basically. The rest.
How
Oh,
do your spells
no.
do that? But mine
Oh,
don't.
I've killed them. No.
they almost completely vanished. Alright, well now I have to add them back to the initiative. Alright, anyway, I'll put on those fear icons. And they're gonna run away. You probably won't see them again, you think. They're gonna run for a full minute.
Alright, so that's it for me. Sonic will run. He'll just get in the middle there. And he'll attack that one.
This ghoul will try to spear him. Miss. Alright, these should be difficult terrain. These little hills and stuff. So I think he's gonna get stuck. The hills,
Sonic.
the brush and whatnot, it will be difficult terrain. So he'll only get up to
So
that.
then,
Anyway, he misses. That's as far as he gets.
I've got to scroll up so high. Ooh.
It means it's a blinded one.
Nim.
Ooh boy. I'm going to call lightning.
Alright, the cool lightning, it's gonna just basically cover the cloud is gonna cover this entire area. It's 60-foot radius, so it's just
And the
huge.
first spot I'm gonna hit is right here. So it hits the cannibals right there.
Okay.
I don't want it to hit Yazo.
No, go for it if it gets more of them. 'Cause
Yeah,
I got
I'm
loads of
fully
hit
fine
points.
with getting hit too.
Alright, you call down a lightning strike, poof, a bolt of lightning just explodes about a foot above the ground and shoots out lightning in a 5-foot radius all around them. And
We see 4.
two of them fail, poof, get badly injured. One of them resists, kind of jumps back out of the way. They're all kind of messed up from that.
Alrighty, and then with my bonus action, I'm going to turn into a giant boa constrictor again.
Alrighty.
From Texas, apparently.
Yes.
Aren't they all?
Boa constrictor. Okay. Once
Get the
again,
crap out of it.
Nim puts,
Right there in front of him.
puts Orion to shame.
I would be going want to help him.
Orion.
You're killing me, guys. Jeez.
And that'll be my turn.
Garrick.
Sorry. Can I make it up here?
Yeah, this cannibal will attack.
Yeah. While I move up, and he hits for 5 piercing.
It hits you for 5 damage. He just jabs you with that spear as you run around.
Heavy armor master.
Heavy
Does he have that?
I don't think Garrick even is wearing armor at all. I think he's just
Oh,
naked.
oh, you took it off, didn't you?
He's a naked stone man.
Yeah. The way to live.
As I move past them, at my hands, the shadows start to kind of form a blade.
Alrighty.
And since it's dusk, I get advantage.
Yep. You're in dim light there, so is the cannibal. You'll have advantage. And that's a hit. He casts green flame
and I boosted with the smite.
Alrighty. Going all out. You absolutely destroy that cannibal.
And the second one gets 7 damage.
Him too. He just
Yeah.
screams, "Ah!" Green flame licks upwards, and both of them collapse to the ground dead.
A black blade with green flames.
Yeah, it looks pretty wicked. These cannibals are getting kind of spooked as well.
And I scream at them. You want some more?
It makes Orion feel inferior.
God damn it.
And that's my turn.
Torrin.
So,
So 1 second, can I still move over here?
Sure, you've got... I think you moved, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... I think you were done there, Garrick, 30 feet. Because the way you moved
there?
around. Where were you here? Like here or down here?
I was here.
Oh, there?
That's
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, you did. You had 10 left. Alright, Torrent.
Okay.
right. I will attack this one.
Alright, he's dodging, so you're at disadvantage. But, I mean, he doesn't wear armor. He's, like, literally just wearing the blood of his enemies. Hit. You slice into the cannibal, and it's almost dead. You just slash into him. Seriously injured.
Then I'll hit it again.
Hit. And you just hack your sacred weapon straight into the cannibal's neck. Blood spurts out everywhere, and he falls to the ground dead.
And then I'll move over.
Yazo.
Well, I mean, I got to help Orion because he just got bit by a cannibal. So I'm gonna attack
I
this
am
way.
absolutely fine, my friend.
I'm coming.
That's a hit.
I splash the one above him.
You impale that cannibal, and a little bit of fire scorches the other cannibal. The one that you just
And then-
stabbed is dead.
There you go. Now you should be okay. Now I'm going to disengage. What's going on down here, else?
Orion.
I'll attack the north one, recklessly with my claws.
That's a hit. You slash him across the neck, seriously injured. You slice him again. He jumps back, avoiding a lethal blow, but he's on the brink of death. And you just grab his neck and just rip his throat out.
Lovely. Can I draw a triangle? No, I'm kidding.
Alright, the first thing that's going to happen is the frightened ones, they book it. They run as far as they can get. Roughly 60 feet away. Give or take some difficult terrain. One of them provokes from Torrin when this happens. And you take the attack. That hits. You slice through him, and this massive bloody wound appears on his back. And I don't think it breaks the fear or anything either. Do they get a save at the end of their turn? Let me check out this one. It's kind of like a turn, actually. So yeah, they just keep on dashing. Alright, they pretty much, like, yeah, it's like that you've turned them. So he runs off as well, even when you slash him, he keeps on running. They're all gone. They ain't going to be coming back. And got some dead ones as well. Just clean up the battlefield a little bit. Alright, there's actually not that many left now. And the few that are left, they're just going to scream and attack. Going to have 3 of them surround Garrick and 3 of them surround Orion. The blinded one will attack Garrick. Advantage and disadvantage because I have the pack tactics. Miss. These 2 will attack Garrick. And they both miss. Their spears just clanging off your stony flesh. The other 3 that are surrounding Orion, they're going to attack. You hit for 1 damage, Orion. You hit again for 4 damage. And you'll crit for another 2. All in all, their spears, their bone spears, not very effective against you guys. This guy is going to jump down. Actually, he's not going to jump down, he's going to rush Millhouse too. 2 of them attack you, Millhouse. And you get crit for 4 damage. And you get crit again for 5 damage.
It's not my fault.
3 crits in a row.
At least they're just small plinks.
Yeah.
I just did that to Petra.
Nothing too serious. And then finally the one that is fighting you, Nim. He's a cannibal and you're not human, so he doesn't really want to eat you, but he will. He'd prefer just to eat, like, you know, his friend or something. Anyway, he stabs you for 5 points of piercing damage.
That's a good point. A gang of cannibals made sense to me.
There goes lightning.
Alright, the cool lightning goes now. The wicked storm cloud recedes. Millhouse.
I'm going to use the Horn of Blasting.
Millhouse is pulling out all the magic items. Okay.
It's time to roll the dice once again, fellas.
Okay. Alright, you point that and blow it, and woo, it's a 30-foot cone, and
he gets it off once more.
Yazo's
Luck is on
over
his
here.
side.
If you want to point at him. Which way are you pointing it?
Pointing it towards the 2 cannibals in front of me.
Okay.
It's a 30-foot cone, so I don't think it hits any allies.
Yeah, it's gonna just hit both of them. It's not gonna blow up, and you need to roll 5d6. Alright, con saves for them. You just... There's just an explosion that comes out of that horn. And they both resist.
Rubbish.
I mean, they're badly injured. You just, like, hear bones cracking and crunching and bits of flesh torn off of them, but they're both still standing. And so are you.
Yeah, that's that done. But lost some didn't come and try to finish one of them off.
I think this blinded one wouldn't be blinded anymore, but because Yazo had his turn. This one's actually going to attack if you still want to move. I don't think you really care about the opportunity attack too much.
No.
And that's why he misses. Alright, Sanic comes over and it just like jumps through the cannibal, basically. Explodes its way through the cannibal.
And that's that done.
Are we allowed to kill humans?
I'm going to bite down on the one by me. That is poop.
Hit.
Yeah.
That's all you need to hit these guys. They didn't wear armor or anything. You open up your mouth and you bite into him. He's still alive. He's like half in your mouth, half out. He's like grabbing onto your fangs in your mouth and trying to not go inside.
Can I slink around him just so I'm literally just on the opposite side of him without leaving his range?
Yeah, your 2 sizes larger than him, so you can like just go straight through his space. He can't like stop you or anything.
I'm gonna do that just so I'm closer to everyone else.
Can you talk to you? Oh, can you hear us?
Me, but I can't say anything back.
Garrett.
Isn't that fantastic?
Well, thieves can't. Isn't that a sign language?
I don't know that.
I will have to gather my new Shadow Blade.
Did you lose concentration?
Yeah. I
Oh,
rolled a
was that when
6
you
and a
got hit
1.
before. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Another Shadow Blade comes out to play.
And I'm gonna hit the one in front of me.
And that hits. Psychic energy floods his mind, and fire as well. Capsulates him.
2d8.
I think you're missing a D8 there.
Where?
Alright, I'll disregard that 5 that you rolled for the longsword damage, and I'll use the 2d8 instead for the psychic damage. Alright, so that'll be 12 psychic damage, 5 fire damage, sorry, 14 psychic damage. Anyway, he's dead. No, 14 psychic damage and 5 fire damage is what it is. He's dead anyway. The Shadow Blade passes through him, doesn't create any injuries, but his eyes just start to bleed and fire erupts. Leaps onto someone else.
Does that?
He's gone. It just jumps onto him, the fire burns him to the ground.
Gonna move over the body and go and help Orion over here.
Guys, I promise I'm fine.
Yeah, Ryan's looking like he's in trouble. I think he needs some help. Torrin, he got crit like once for like 2 damage. Sorry, Torrin. Alright, you run up to that cannibal. That's a hit. And you just slash him across the neck. He's dead.
That was one part of my movement. I'm not sure if I can reach the next one. So I think this is.
Yeah, that would be difficult terrain. You should be able to reach this guy if you can get into that space.
So over there, I could reach that.
Yeah, you're within 5 feet of this guy. You can attack him.
Okay, then I'll attack him too.
Hit. Alright, you run forward, rush forward to save Orion, and whoosh, you slash into him. It's not enough to drop him, but he's almost dead.
End of turn.
Alright, Yazo, you look over, Orion looks like he's in trouble.
So I think Nim can understand me, and he can't talk back, which is great. So I'm gonna say, Nim, I'm gonna get on top of you.
You went underneath me.
Are you actually like jumping on him like a mount, or are you just...
Yes, if I can.
Yeah, you can.
I'm allowing it.
It costs you 10 feet of movement to jump on, and then, you know, another 10 feet to move over there on the climbing up the back of the snake. That hits. And Nim kind of thrusts you forward on the snake's, like the back of the snake's neck, and you impale that cannibal. He's dead. Alright, meanwhile, Orion. The focus is on trying to rescue you at the moment. Apparently.
I'll go for this cannibal here. Reckless.
That hits for 10 damage. He's bloodied. That's another hit, and you just snap his neck sideways. Dead.
And then I'll go for this sucker.
You lash out at that cannibal and slash him across the chest. He's bloodied. Alright, the few cannibals that are left, they run away. They'll disengage and run. And what do you guys do? Let him run off or chase him down?
What a bow.
I'll fire some firebolts after him.
Alright, we'll stay in initiative if you guys try to take
Real
him
house.
as they're
There's
running.
Why are you running away? Why are you firing firebolts at them?
I don't think I can get close enough.
to hack them apart with your bare hands? I don't think so.
Alright, I think if I go here, here. No, not that way. I will figure this out. So that's difficult terrain.
You can get into that space. That would be 25 feet of movement. Well, you can get up there.
That's 25 there. Alright, and want to blast me again. They should be in 30 feet of range.
Yeah, you can hit them all.
Out of curiosity, what's the explosion radius on that item?
You'll see if it ever goes off.
It has a radius of Millhouse's face. Horn go boom. Horn does go boom. Alright, so...
it does?
Yes. Alright, the cannibals... Alright, this guy ripped into pieces. Arms and legs go flying. There's such a loud explosion. It's just like everyone's ears are ringing, and small birds and bats and dinosaurs are just flying up from their perches on the trees when this massive explosion goes off. You probably attracted like 5 T-Rexes, and this guy is ripped apart. The middle healthy cannibal, he's looking very badly injured, but he's still escaping, covered in blood. And he's deafened. And then Millhouse, the horn absolutely explodes, and I'll let you seal your own fate by rolling 10d6. It just catches on fire like a mini fireball.
Alright, Millhouse uses his reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
Okay, you were prepared for this.
I thought it exploded on a 20 or lower. Roll 1...
81 or higher would be for a 20% chance.
What was it? 10d6.
Yeah. And it explodes. There's nothing left of it. You just get like this conflagration appear over you, and you take 16 fire damage as you absorb some of that into your weapon.
Woo! Right. And that last one's not getting away. 20,
Ryan
30.
is safe. Alright. Just harmless cannibals. Alright, it's getting away.
My hero.
He will get his opportunity attack.
Nim.
I think we're okay, guys.
I'm just gonna chill.
Okay. Garrick.
Well, there's nothing like a harmless cannibal. They don't exist, so.
Yeah, you heard them literally saying they're going to sneak into your camp and snatch you guys in the night. You chase him down and finish him off. Throw the shadow blade at him, or green flame blade, and he drops to the ground dead.
Well, it's better that thing exploded now instead of like a really important fight, right?
This was a really
Depends.
important fight.
Right. What was that sound? That's terrible.
So on the plus side, if there's any enemies within like 300 feet,
Harmless
we get to
cannibals.
clear them out.
Something to think about.
This is an important fight and the turning point of the party. You just slaughtered harmless cannibals.
Does our alignment shift, Sub?
Okay, so...
He said himself they were gonna sneak into our camp and kill us. So they can't be harmless.
If this thing went off right where we're about to camp, maybe we should consider traveling the night so the survivors don't sneak up and kill us, and we avoid any T-Rexes in the area and get there faster.
I think I intimidated him enough. No. They're not coming back.
Sure, but I mean, best case scenario, we get there faster, right? There's no downside.
Worst case scenario, we walk into a T-Rex.
Do you want me to scout?
That's always gone well before.
I'm fine with going through the night, but I need my light. So would that be a problem?
Yes.
I think so. I think we should be okay.
Otherwise, you should hold hands with someone.
We've
We might,
traveled.
as,
Go ahead.
we might as well camp out. Like,
I'd rather not camp here. First of all. Second of all, it'd be good to get there a day faster.
look, we've camped in this spot like 10 times already.
It does look awfully familiar.
That rock's in a different spot, though. That rock wasn't there. It's 2 inches over. I think it's walking.
So we've
I think you
traveled
guys
at
need to
night.
take
Go ahead.
another look, a closer look. Is
Oh,
it the same?
fully.
I'm in the middle of the road.
Is there like a mechanic?
Completely different location. You've never been here before.
Well, we could see if we find a clearing half an hour from here or something like that, but I don't think it's a good idea to go through the night. It's hard to see our waypoint in the night sky.
That's a fair point.
Suddenly a flying snake. A single flying snake flies by.
It's hitting him.
Oh, look, it's the enemy you were scared of, right?
It's just a single flying snake.
Is it running from something? Is it going at a excessive speed?
Make an insight check.
The snake can't fool me.
It's just
What is it?
a green snake. It does have wings.
But,
Can I
I
think
don't
back-
think it went through.
Can I think back to when I saw
Two.
Okay.
met the Wizards of Thay? Did they have like was a flying snake or something?
No. But Zentarum use flying snakes.
That's right.
And
Like, use animal
Millhouse,
friendship on it.
you take a look at the way this snake flies by and feel like it's not fleeing. In fact, it kind of almost takes its time, and it is glancing at you guys, and you feel like it's like scouting.
Take it out?
No, tame it. Use animal friendship on it. Look, we've lost the first snake.
It
We
moves
lost
pretty
the goat.
quick. It's like if you wanted to try and take it out, then we'll have to roll initiative. It's very quick.
Take it out or not? Okay, take it out.
Take it out. Take it out.
I mean, no reason. Okay, sure.
I'll roll initiative. It's quick. It goes 120 feet in 6 seconds. It's
Wow.
it's cruising by. So roll initiative. And
it's out of here.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Just
It is gone. It disappears up
We
into the
swear up
jungle
to the
canopy
Genesis.
before you guys have a chance to attack it. Dashes away 120 feet more.
Yeah, so just set up camp.
Do we want to take a vote if we want to travel in the night or set up camp?
Could there be an in between, like someone said, like travel half an hour and then camp there?
We could.
That was-
That won't stop cannibals from coming after us, but we definitely could.
I'm a Stan.
The thing is, I don't travel well during the night.
All right, let's risk it.
Alright, suddenly, Millhouse,
Yes.
a
Is she
voice
someone?
whispers in your ear. Don't move or I'll take your head off. And you feel something cold and sharp pressed up against your neck.
Millhouse cast shield.
You have not been attacked, you're not able to cast shield, you're not being hit.
It doesn't say I have to be attacked. It just says a reaction.
You need to get hit. So, to cast shield. Alright. So, no one else hears this. Like,
I move.
you move?
I move, then I cast shield.
Don't move or I'll
So-
attack. I move.
Alright, yeah, the voice whispers to you in common. It sounds like a pretty gruff voice. Don't move. So, what do? You move?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna roll initiative.
I love Millhouse.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Alright, everyone is surprised, unless your passive
Sonic
perception
isn't.
is 24 or higher. Unless you've,
Well-
or you've got something that doesn't let you be surprised. There's multiple features that allow that.
I just have passive perception of 18, that's it.
Barbarians can rage at a certain level and not be surprised. Metal
Next
Sonic
level.
can't be surprised. Because you were being whispered and threatened, Millhouse, obviously you won't be surprised. So, Orion, you're surprised. Torin, you're surprised. And Millhouse, you go to move. And you look around, look behind you, and hidden there cleverly in the bushes is a half-orc. And you see a black winged snake tattoo on the back of his hand. And then he's got a glaive pressed up against your neck. He's got this massive longbow slung over his shoulders as well. It's like twice the size of a longbow, a regular longbow. And it's this
I still at the horn of blasting.
massive
Ooh.
half-orc. And he's going to try and incapacitate you, Millhouse. Take you hostage, basically. He'll cast a spell as well. And I'm guessing you're not counterspelling him, so there it goes.
If I had it, I would. Believe me.
Okay. Alright. He's gonna do a blinding smite. So his glaive starts to glow with radiant energy. He attacks you. And he misses. He swings again. He misses. He makes a third attack. And he misses.
He's doing so good.
He's trying.
You didn't put your shield up yet.
Well, he hasn't hit yet.
Eric, you're surprised. Amy, you're surprised. Yasu, you're surprised. Millhouse.
Made a grave mistake, my friend.
Ha ha ha. You have, friend. We've got you surrounded.
But what if I'm behind you? Alright. Seeing him
Technically, you're not surrounded, he said.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Branding Smite.
That's my move, he says.
This is branding, right? Not blinding.
Oh. He says. Alright, you
Leave
hit
you
him.
off, walk alone.
Hit him with the blinding smite. That's 16 points of damage, and there is a searing burn mark that prevents him from turning invisible. He loses concentration on his spell. And he barely felt that. You swing again. Wah! Ding! He blocks your 10 with his glaive.
And something's gonna come up and hit him.
Sanic misses. Zaraj swings around and ting, hits away. Metadu Sonico. Alright, so all of a sudden, you guys hear a bit of a tussle. And you look over and there's this hulking half-orc in melee with Millhouse. At the same time, 2 more people come running from the northeast, from behind some bushes nearby. A woman wearing full plate, wielding a massive greatsword. She looks like she's from Calimport, Calimshan, Amnion. You can tell from her armor. And then a dwarf just carrying this massive maul in her hand. She's also wearing full plate. And you guys recognize them as a Zentarum from the Golden Throne Temple in Port Nine Zaru. Alright, yeah, they come running, weapons brandished. What do you do, Orion?
Well, I was thinking if it was just Millhouse I was in danger, I might have started putting down my bedroll. But since there are more people, their weapons are drawn and they're going to attack.
You're not really sure at the moment. They're like, they've got their weapons drawn. They're kind of just rushing in.
Then I'm going to...
The only one that's like fighting anyone at the moment is this guy. He's having a bit of a scuffle with Millhouse over there.
Sure. Well, I'll have some morals. I'll try to get some moral superiority and attack the guy who already attacked us. And I'll rage Jaws and recklessly fight him.
Hit. You rush up and chomp onto his arm. He lets out a bit of a scream. He took a bite out of me.
Yes. And I'll try to stab him. My rapier here.
That hits. You slice him with the rapier, just kind of cut him along his leg slightly for 9 damage.
Minus to both hit and damage. I was still using
there's...
Check.
Wait, minus what, sorry?
I still have my plus from the Dragon Slayer sword up.
+1, then?
It's -1.
Oh,
so
minus
what's
1.
On...
Oh, yeah, so you don't have the Dragon Slayer anymore. Okay.
I don't. But that still hits him.
He's slightly left injured. Yeah, 22 hits him. Torin.
Right. So from the last time I cast my sacred weapon, has it been a minute or not? So it's just before the last initiative.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gone. Then I'll do a normal attack on this guy. See, that's...
He swings this massive blade around. Ting! He blocks your 9. Get off of me! He yells.
I'll attack again.
And that's another miss. He's only wearing leather armor, but like when you hit his leather armor, like the blade of your longsword is stopped on it. You'd expect a longsword to just cut straight through leathers, but there's some sort of magical protection on his armor, preventing longsword from going through.
Interesting. I would like that.
Now, do you guys want to kill him? Huh?
I feel sorry for him now.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
You're making a mistake, he says. And he says, I'm gonna drop you all. And he'll start by using his dreadful aspect. He exudes this magical menace. And everyone within 30 feet sees this like wicked black aura start to surround him. And it takes the form of a fierce looking half-orc, similar to how he looks. So you all need to make a wisdom save against being frightened.
I think everyone within 10 feet of me has advantage on that because of my... oh wait, no, that's only starting 7th level. Never mind.
I already have.
I think that's for spells.
No.
Or is it frightened? I think if
it's
magic.
You have an aura that
No, yeah, it's at 7th level. I have aura of devotion, but it's not yet.
I think that means they just straight up can't get frightened at all. I think that's what that one is. If it's advantage on magic, then this wouldn't apply here because it's not a magical effect.
either then.
All right.
So
Doesn't look like anyone's really getting scared of it. Metal Sonic, can he be frightened?
I mean, it doesn't. Immunities. I don't think so.
I found out what it
Save-
was.
Chance
Starting
of
to
see
poison.
Or for protection.
So,
Level 6.
Yeah, that one.
if you haven't made a wisdom
Whenever
save,
you or a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw, the creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to your charisma modifier.
yeah,
So that's 4.
that's just like a
3.
paladin aura that you guys have. All right, so still need Metal Sonic to make a wisdom save, and who's missing from that wisdom save? Wait, Yazo, did you make a wisdom save?
Oh, sorry, I didn't think I was in it.
Yeah, everyone within 30 feet. You're 30 feet away.
he's right there.
You're also frightened. Okay, he does that, and then he's going to. That's part of his action. He's going to cast Branding Smite again. He's going to sheath his weapon in this radiant energy. It flares up with a bright light, and he's going to attack Millhouse at disadvantage. Mwah! Completely misses.
How embarrassing.
He's gonna turn around and attack Orion. Ah! Hit you for 9 slashing, Orion. And 12 radiant. And there's a flash of bright light. You need to make a con save. And it blinds you. Ha ha ha. He sees you blinded and attacks you again. And he hits you for 6 slashing damage. Gary.
Ow.
I hear and see the people coming against us, so I move into the night. Whilst I do,
when you approach them, like these guys haven't attacked or anything, they've just arrived.
No.
When you do approach, this woman says, "Be careful. You're not our enemy. But you can quickly become our enemy."
You started this.
No. That is our reckless friend Zaraj. Zaraj! Stand down, she calls out. And Zaraj kind of is just roaring. And he looks like he'll lower his weapon. But do you guys lower your weapons is the question.
I'll look at the other guys around this this enemy or not enemy and see what they do.
I am blind and raging. I don't. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I have the presence of mind to do that.
Alright, you can tell that she is like ready to attack as well.
I cast command on Orion. Stand down.
Okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Out of character, I would like to fail that on purpose, but should I still make a wisdom save?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
It's a mental thing. It's not something you can really kind of resist.
Oh,
Like,
resist it.
Your willpower fights through that.
What the frick?
And Tashlin says, you best calm your friend down, or we'll be forced to calm him down ourselves.
I look at
I'm
Millhouse.
willing to let that happen.
If you do that, I'm gonna get involved.
Can't you make him not blind?
Alright,
Torin,
for now,
yeah,
there's not
heal him.
there's not going to be any more parley at the moment. Still in the midst of combat.
Okay.
What do I see Millhouse do?
I don't know, what does Millhouse do?
Millhouse will not let this opportunity pass him by and gets ready to take down Orion.
Okay.
Alright, Nim. Yeah, this spooky presence coming off Ziraj means you can't get any closer to him.
I don't need to. I'm gonna drop my wild shape though.
Okay.
And I believe he should be within. Oh yeah, he is. I'm going to try to paralyze Orion by doing hold person on him.
Orion is now the boss of this fight.
Wisdom.
He just has to wisdom saving throw. 14. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
You paralyze him, you calm him down. I'm gonna break initiative. Everyone's calming down.
I guess try hideous laughter.
This was just a misunderstanding. Ziraj didn't know he wasn't going to instantly kill Millhouse, so it's a misunderstanding. I know. They, Alright, Ziraj seems a bit of a hothead as well, like Orion. And Tashlin calls out, Ziraj! Stand down now! Lower your weapon! These are not the ones we want. You're lucky, pal, he says to Millhouse.
You couldn't even hit me. Don't make me laugh.
And then when Orion is paralyzed, he like psychs him out. Yeah. Damn. He didn't even flinch. It's almost as if
He's paralyzed with fear.
he's incapacitated, can't move or speak.
I'll let him go. Don't make me do it. I will.
Oh, a second genius.
Alright, the dwarf doesn't say anything. She just kind of moves aside Tashlin. You can hear their armor like clank, 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 because they wear the heavy armor, and her armor is set with all of these, kind of looks like coins almost. Like rings of coins as she moves forward. And Ziraj, he backs up. And it looks like Tashlin is in charge here. This woman. She stares at you all. She kind of looks around. And
I say to Siraj, get out into the open. Don't hide in the bushes.
Whatever.
I mean, he's still glowing like bright light everywhere. I don't think he's hiding anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, well, he was in the bushes, so.
Now, I do not like to back down from a fight, so I am glad there is no fight. Is that understood, Ziraj? Yes, Tashlin. We're not looking for you. And suddenly a flying snake flutters on over, and it lands on Tashlin's shoulder and wraps around her arm. She just kind of holds the snake up a little bit, gives it a kiss, strokes it.
Oh, that's yours. Interesting.
Yes, we were scouting around this area and we heard a loud bang. We came to investigate, and Ziraj seems to have taken matters into his own hand. I apologize for that. Let us introduce ourselves. We are the Doom Raiders.
I point at Millhouse.
That is your leader.
With that attitude, you're certainly doomed.
I think you are making a mistake, my friend. Doom Raider, as in, we like to raid Lich's lairs.
Like a Temple of Doom?
Interesting.
Yes, a Temple of Doom.
Perhaps hoping to find the crystal skull.
Perhaps,
I put my hand while we talk on Orion and give him 10 hit points.
Thank you.
Perhaps we could help each other out. You see,
Sorry, Ryan. You get 9 hit points.
Forgive you anyway.
we have been plundering Lich's lairs for quite a few many weeks here. We've heard there is a Lich's lair somewhere here in Omur. But it gets even better. We have heard that there is a powerful artifact here in the jungle. It is called the Ring of Winter. Have any of you heard of it?
Yes, yes, we have.
We do? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know if I do.
Millhouse and I have seen it before.
right.
Oh,
I will give Millhouse 15 hit points
Thank
with
you.
lay on hands.
we've been tracking this Lich, you see. And many of our guides have perished along the way. But we've also been looking for Artus Simba, the one who holds the Ring of Winter, and strangely enough, both of their tracks seem to have led us to this location. The Ring of Winter, Artus Simba, and the Lich.
Lich?
Yeah,
You've been tracking a lich.
indeed we have. And she looks over at Istrid, the dwarf, and the dwarf just nods, as if she's the one that's been doing the tracking. Yes, we've been using divine magic to locate the Lich. They are nearby. And so is the Ring of Winter.
We have information about you seek. Perhaps you could help us.
In what way?
We know who holds the ring of Winter, and we know how to get to him.
You are telling us information we know. We know that Artus Simba is nearby. We know he has the Ring of Winter. So, you're not saying anything interesting at the moment. In fact, I think I'm falling asleep.
But I was there when the Ring of Winter was stolen from Artus Simba.
She looks at Istrid. Istrid kind of shrugs. She looks back at you. Stolen from Artus Simba?
Yes,
You're sure?
I saw it with my own eyes.
By whom?
Out of character for a second, that's an excellent question.
Zandala.
Zandala.
Yeah.
Well, I could tell you, but perhaps you could trade for this information.
Trade?
Yes.
I'm one for a bargain. I am the master of coins, after all. What do you want?
Well, in tracking this lich, do you know exactly where it is?
Sorry, you cut out a little bit and know exactly what?
Do you know exactly where it is?
She turns to Istrid. And yeah, this dwarf hasn't spoken a single word so far. She just doesn't speak as well. She just does a couple of hand signals. Thieves can't. You recognize it as Yazo.
Yeah.
And she basically says 20 miles east.
Oh, now it is 20 miles east.
Yes, about 20 miles from here. We are closing in on the Lich.
And the lich is there.
East or west?
Istrid's divination magic is never wrong. I'm not sure I am ready to tell you. What do you want with Artus Simba and the Ring of Winter? It will be ours. If you stand in our way, Istrid has many other tricks up her sleeve as well. She'd be happy to show you some of those. And it's going to be friendly.
Do I know the powers of the Ring of Winter?
You can presume
Have I
that
heard?
the party members have filled you in on it. It's an extremely powerful artifact that used to belong to Artis Simba. And,
But do I know what powers it does give?
Yep. He mentioned some of the things. You can you can freeze time. You have immunity to cold damage. You can do a variety of cold-based spells. You can turn the area into a frozen wonderland, minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Apparently,
but
it's a sentient item as well. And
as a player, I know that the ring is immune to divination.
The ring itself?
Yeah.
You don't know
It
why.
It makes you immune to divination, so I was wondering how if she found him.
Well, he doesn't have the ring.
Yeah, he doesn't have it anymore.
But
he lost it.
Yeah, he never mentioned that it was gives you immunity to divination, like a non-detection. Maybe he did. But yeah, they say that they're using divination magic to track him.
I'm surprised to get away. I'm surprised to get away from all those frogs, to be honest.
But yeah, well, I mean, good news. Artis is alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously,
well,
he doesn't.
He's a friend of ours.
Is he? Is he now married to a frog?
Maybe Well, if you ever see him again, you can ask him what he had to do to get out of that situation.
Oh.
He might not want to tell you.
So in character, I'll say that I will tell you the name of the person who now has the Ring of Winter if you'll show us on our map where you have determined it to be.
A name. A name is not enough. We need blood.
Let's see.
Our blood or someone else's?
The blood of the person we are looking for.
Do we have that?
Do not. Perhaps we simply wish you well.
Out of character, did we know where she was going?
She just dipped. We have no idea where she went.
Yeah, she posed as Artis Simba's daughter, got close to Artis, snatched the ring off of him, and then she flew away. You've seen signs that she's still in the jungle. You came across that winterscape.
That's right.
Where she'd use the ring. Also the ring, Artis told you that it can turn people towards evil ends, and he's had to, try to master the ring over a very long time.
I asked Tashlin if they're following the ring or following the person.
Istrid says, this is the first time she speaks.
None of your business.
Tashlin.
Well,
they've got nothing of interest for us. They've told us everything that we need. Time to go.
We told you he doesn't have the ring anymore, and if you're following the person, it doesn't help you find the ring. And we at least have a name that you don't have.
We have seen winterscapes around the jungle. We have our own ways of tracking. But the name could be of interest. We are willing to trade 4 gemstones worth 50 gold pieces each for the information.
And the location of our friend.
That was a mistake.
Istrid, what do you think? Istrid bats her eyes a little bit. Very well. Tell us your name and we'll provide you with the information that we have and the gemstones we have offered.
The woman's name is Zandala. I'll tell them the story. How she accompanied us and took the ring.
She has the ring. If she has the ring, I'm afraid there is not much we can do to try and find her. However, we would appreciate a description. So you guys can describe her. You can just say you describe her, you don't have to try and remember what she looks like or whatnot.
We sold the name, we didn't sell the description.
Oh, well.
It's good faith.
You don't have to volunteer that information. Here are your gemstones. And she gives you guys 4 50 GP bloodstones.
Someone's carrying all this stuff,
Who's
right?
doing the party loot? I think it used to be Petra, but...
No.
Where's
I think
Who's
everybody's just
responsible?
been. I think everybody lately has been going, yeah, I want that, and putting it in their inventory.
Yeah.
I haven't taken anything.
Oh well. Anyway, it's Millhouse now. He's onto it. He just volunteered.
In the bag of holding it goes.
Okay, yeah. There's everything in the party loot there, by the way. Well, quite a bit of treasure you guys have amassed.
If only we could spend it.
Yeah, there's just no shops around here. And tell them, Mr. 20 miles east of here, there is an earth moat. That is where I have divined Artus's location. That is where the Lich is.
Lich and Artus are in the same location.
So your friends are with the Red Wizards?
Red Wizards? I would love to stand here and talk all night, but if you have nothing more of interest to say, we'll be taking our leave.
Good luck.
What is the description worth to you?
The description could come in handy. A gold nugget the size of a dwarf's fist.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Negotiation finished.
Alright, you describe Zandala then, and she gives you that gold nugget. It's worth 50 GP.
And you get a very small fist, Yazzo.
I was thinking that. I think it's a gnome fist.
It was a dwarven child when we measured the fist. Alright, as a master of coin, Tashlin handles those transactions, and then with that, these Xantarum, they don't really seem too interested to actually talk to you guys. They just want to know where Artus in the Ring of Winter is. So they take off, heading east towards the heart of Obtaria. They look like they're just marching through the night.
So, since this is like the market of Waterdeep, want to make camp here?
Well, they're going toward the heart of Obteo.
Yeah.
Got because they think Artus is their best lead. Zondala.
Seems that way.
They also, their purpose is twofold. They also hunt liches.
Okay.
They were going towards a lich, try and find Lich's lair, and yeah, you know, they might be able to get Artus, interrogate him, use him. Like, you're not sure of their motivations exactly, but you can only speculate.
More people hunting liches is always a good thing. People
Agreed.
that psychopath with hunters.
A small problem, if they take out the Lich, we don't get the teleportation.
Well, the Lich shouldn't.
It's not the same as the wizards, right?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yes.
There might be another Lich there.
Yeah, maybe. But one the leader of the Red Wizard was a Lich.
Why would the leader of the Red Wizards be all the way down in Chult?
So we need to get teleported whatever happens.
Yeah, you feel like that would be a bit of a far stretch for Saz-10 to be here.
Well, okay.
But,
I thought she was here.
There are a lot of liches in Thay.
Okay.
So that means that either Red Wizards have like a different lich who's helping them there. That Asarak himself is at the heart of the tale.
Which would be very, very dangerous.
That would be awful. But either way, liches are dangerous. We need to go help Artisan.
Need a rest to run?
Should we negotiate a cooperation with these people before they disappear totally in the darkness?
Catch up. I mean, worth it. But they're going to want to interrogate Artisan. Maybe we could convince them to trade with him for the information.
Yeah, but we still have to have them to wait until after we have gone to Omu.
You know what? You guys are right. I think we can fit in one more side quest before we go to kill the Soul Monger.
No, I don't think it's a side quest. They are going east. We are going east too.
Yeah, they're going to the same place we are.
Well, they're going to the Lich. We're just going to the.
Yeah, but I think the Lich is with the Red Sorcerers.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the Lich is
maybe
charged with Red Sorcerer.
Since it's 20 miles, and it's 20 miles to the Red Sorcerers. East.
If we can get there before they do, then maybe the information of them coming for the Lich might be something that we could use as a way of getting our lift to Omu.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. But the problem is then we can't use them to take down the Lich afterwards.
It's more important that we get to Omu than that we care about the Red Wizards of Thay or the Winter.
I mean, I don't think they're not going to send us to Omu, considering that they want the Soul Monger gone more than we do.
I agree with that, and I think we need the help afterwards.
I'm just worried that these people are going to attack Artis, and I'd like to save him, and that might put us at odds. They're also attacking.
Yeah, but that can we can be at odds after we have taken down the Red Sorcerers.
Well, they don't care about Artis. They just want the Ring of Winter. That's it. They don't give a shit. They're probably just going to talk to him about the ring.
But they also hunt liches. And if they attack the who's in charge of people sending us to him.
Yeah, that's why I mean we should cooperate with them and make them wait with the attack until we have been to Omu.
Yeah, that seems very good.
So let's run after them and make a second negotiation.
We have some gems.
Sure.
Okay.
So
we
tail it off the people who just disappeared into the darkness.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you guys say it, but they admitted their one mission was to kill liches. Somehow I don't think they're going to back away from that.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're going to back up away from it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a respite, a time of wait before the attack, and then we help them attack.
Maybe we could be. Maybe we can get a deal with them, and maybe we could be the distraction that helps them to get the Lich out. So.
We need them to tell. We need the Red Wizards to teleport.
Yeah. So it has to be after the teleportation.
All right, let's have a think about this. We'll wrap up the session here. It's a good place. Have a think about what angle you want to take. We'll just leave it before you guys rest or whatnot.
Yeah, we have to run after them anyway before we rest. So.
Yeah, if you want to chase
if we want to catch them.
You will need to try and track them, and they've got a little bit of distance, and they'll move in quick as well. So we'll leave it here, and you guys can have a think about that. I'll see you guys next week.
Later, Seb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Have a good weekend, everyone. Good night. Good day.
Good weekend.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya.
Take 2 minutes to discuss